buds, welcome to Weed&d, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I'm your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan, and that was Nicole right there. There it is. That's her right there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Gino Fox, Shadows, Grim, we see you guys. Lots of the great longtime buds. Boojum, thanks for that sub, bud. 15 months. How about that? Mortigan, great to have you back, buddy. So good to see you guys, man. We are... I want to shout out, before I do anything else, I want to shout out Munch Party, who has been putting in like a titan amount of effort in this. I'm sure tightness, I think, is the thing. Titanic. Factory, great to see you, Dan. But honestly, like you might notice some of the things in the layouts right now, our character models, they are actually like, they have depth masks and they're like 3D and light reflects off of them. You'll notice as the lights from the show start working on them. But like we are getting to the thing I've been so excited about, where I keep saying like, these things are coming, the mood lights switching from last week and stuff. We are like getting to some truly remarkable stuff that he has built for us. So I have to give so much thanks because he's put in so much work and you are going to see it be paying some massive dividends here soon. So a huge shout out to Munch. Honestly, guys,
my son.
Yeah, this is
my son.
This project's about to take some crazy jumps forward as far as what we can do with the presentation, trying to capture kind of the kinetic energy of what we get here in the room for you watching us at home or wherever you watch us. So guys, it's like as like a creator and stuff, these kind of things, like to see what I literally would have called magic. I mean, not even months ago, like weeks ago. It was beyond my comprehension to see these things starting to transfer into our presentation. Is just like truly exciting beyond words. So I just want to guys, just keep an eye out because we are going to be doing some crazy shit here. I'm just pumped to be back in the chair, pumped to see my incredible buds, my favorite players in the world. And we got us some things to go over, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this magical joint through the fibers of oxygen and
right-hearedness
and life, and just that gauntlet of life to my dear and wonderful friend Nicole. How you doing, Nicole?
So magical. It's just a magical air.
And now now I'm in your layout.
See, how do you like it? What is up, buds? I'm Nicole Unger. I play Shaymira. What level are we? We're still
11. Wow, you're still level 10.
You actually have to roll hit points still.
I do need to do that. I'm going to pass this to you, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why we do the hit points. Yeah, we leveled up at the end of the session. We actually leveled up in-game last week, bringing our helping committee up to level 11. I'm just getting to your sheet here. I believe you have a D8 hit dice, if I'm not mistaken. It's weird I don't know that offhand. I guess I just DM and don't play as much as I used to. But, I'm pretty positive. What the heck?
What the heck?
My hit dice is 10d8.
D8s. All right, so
D8s.
you will, again, you have the option. I'm going to need a D8. If you hand me one, I'll give it back.
I can hand you this one. Here you go. It's
I'll give it back.
Okay.
So either you can take the average, it's a little better than average, it's 5, plus your constitution modifier, which is 2. So you could just get 7 hit points if you wanted to be the kind of person that nobody remembers. The kind of people that their children leave the house, never call them again. Or you could grab the stones and leave it up to the dice. I do, as a caveat of my constant pestering to you guys, I also roll a D8. Yeah. You will not know what my result is, but you would get to choose between yours and mine.
Okay.
All right, so 1 D8 for your hit points, and go ahead.
All right.
See, I didn't even ask if she was going to roll, I just made her.
I was going to roll.
Good.
So I rolled.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
So do you want to take yours?
I'm going to take it.
Okay, good. Mine was a 6.
Damn it!
You know what? It's okay.
You're good. That's part of the fun for it, is to be like, you wouldn't know. Like, you made
I have no idea.
What if I rolled a 1, a 3, or 2? So here we go. We're going to increase your max HP. So you rolled a 4 and you got 2 more, so it's 9. So you'd be at 79. Is that correct?
79, because I'm at 73 right now.
That's it. Yeah. So 79 total, and that'll be updated on D&D Beyond for you as well.
79's a great number.
Yeah, it's 10 more than the fuzzy number.
Yeah. Or is it? No, it is. Great. Okay, we did that.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for the group that I've pulled from our polls and questions. And there's 2 options. I'm going to pick one. So favorite guilty pleasure movie comes from the buds.
Ooh.
So I have so many favorite guilty pleasure movies.
That's true. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one. So I have to pick one. And I'm going to pick Clueless, because Clueless is a movie that I love very much and have watched a dozen times and could quote it. And I often quote, we like Some Like It Hot or Sporadicus. She says say Spartacus, but it's Sporadicus. It's very funny. And the way she chews gum, I recently did that for like a little web series thing that I was doing. So I like had a nod to share.
Nice.
What about you, Drew?
What's up, buds? Drew here, playing Tynaricus Onyxheart, level 11 Paladin, Oath of the Crown. Excited to be back and alive. And, you know, enemies somewhat vanquished. We'll take care of that coming up, yeah. Guilty pleasure movie. I'm gonna have to say Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. That's a good one for me.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna pass this joint off to you, stuff. Yeah, that's just a classic good one there. It's got Alan Cummings and Janine Garofalo's a fucking savage in that movie. It's so great. But yeah, that is my guilty pleasure movie. What about you?
Hi,
Dude.
Dude. I am Brenna Folger, but you guys also know me as Gildaradner Genewilder, your level 11 Plasmoid lore bard. I don't feel guilty about anything, but I have watched, I have made people watch and have watched The Wiz probably once a year my entire life. It's so good. It's all practical. It's really fun. So, and it's very big sets, good times, great music. They dance so well. And so yeah, I just highly recommend it. Give it a chance. Not the new one, the like old one.
Heck yeah.
It's
More
amazing.
weed?
Put Friars in it. Like, why not?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime you get prior,
Yeah.
it's a win.
He was like, sure. Like the story about that was like, they were like, maybe he was like, yeah.
That's all shots you don't take, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Jake, how about you, buddy?
Pass that joint. Pass that joint on to me.
I have to roll a joint. I actually passed you guys one of the ones that I had for the show. So.
Pass that joint. Pass that joint. Thank you. And hello, buds. Jake Taylor here, as I had to remind myself. It's like 11. The level 11 dragon marked cleric of war. Reks Milo. And again, I'm not too guilty about this one. I guess it's a guilty pleasure movie, but Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And you can kind of
betcha.
see where the Gary Greenheart came from that.
Yes.
Because I just love that movie so much. A lot of my family's from Minnesota. So just that dialect and dark humor, always just
Sick.
Slaps.
Like
yeah,
it.
it slaps. It
Slaps.
slaps.
Blood,
It's almost
blood,
like a
blood.
spotlight just falling on a pageant queen. It's just like,
Yes.
what about you, Ben?
That's what we did there.
Oh, I always get you busy.
No, you got me. Boom. It's done. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's really, that's how fast it happens,
Bing,
folks.
bing, boom.
Faster than Danica Patrick.
Faster than Danica Patrick. That's right. Dungeons and Dragons and Danica Patrick. One of our
This is gonna burn.
pre-show hype warm-ups. So yeah, guilty pleasure. I'm similarly I like what I like, and I'm not really guilty about it. There is one that like I can't help but like be like, you gotta see this. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. And most people that hadn't already seen it, when they see it, I'm never like pleased with their reaction to it. But it's Army of Darkness. It is like one of my favorite movies. It was like that time in my life I was playing a lot of D&D, so one-liners were like. Just having like a character be like, yo, she bitch, let's go. And like, yeah, hail to the king, baby. Like, there's so many great one-liners in it, and Bruce Campbell obviously is incredible.
Obviously.
But it is one of those where it's like, I love it more than I think the quality of the film may be. But at the time that I saw it, it was just like, it was perfect. And it's funny to go back to. It's like when you play Final Fantasy VII. Years later, you're like, oh, these polygons were just like that. That's all it was. And you're like, I remember it like it was real.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
real.
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
The little puppet skeleton. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I love the little googly
so
eye.
many
Big
good.
fan.
Baby, you got real ugly. Oh my gosh, there's so many good things. But yeah, that's mine. Again, it's not really like I'm not guilty for it, but it is one of those ones that you're like, yeah, I guess I see what you said. Like they're like, yeah, it was kind of funny, pretty good. And you're like, yeah, but you're not 12. And me.
Yeah.
You know, so
Hopped up on Oreos.
yeah, highly quoted through
How
our
do you
career.
feel about the whole franchise?
I honestly only like really Army of
Only
Darkness.
that one?
Yeah. I'm not. It's fun. Like I can't say I've actually sat through. Like I've seen Evil Dead probably like dozens of times each. Have never like from beginning to end watched it. Because it is like for me, I joke. It's like Robin Hood Men in Tights, where you're like, oh, like people don't like that movie because it's a parody of a bunch of his other films. I hadn't seen any of his films as a kid. I thought it was the most brilliant movie ever made. But it's like similar to that, where I'm like, well, where's my Army of Darkness? Where's my like silly necromancers?
Yeah,
And,
there's like 2 people on this table at least that were in the Evil Dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
You played Ash, didn't you?
And I
Almost.
Oh,
That's a story right there.
Ooh.
Day of show. Debut is Ash.
No.
We got shit canned.
Oh,
I had the chainsaw.
You were too handsome?
Yeah,
They
that was
just
probably
couldn't
it.
put
Yeah,
you
they're
on
like,
stage?
get him out of here.
Get him out of here!
Because I played Shalani, Annie, and Shelly, and so we just have to remount it so you and I can
Do it here.
Let's go.
We'll do it right now, guys.
go.
Weevil
Do
Dead.
it.
Let me change some of my
Evil
prep
Dead.
notes. Hey, Munge is in. You missed my gushing review of you as a human
Gushing.
being.
was
But great to see you, bud. 43 months of subs. 43 months. Our child is like 3.5. It's crazy. I'll have to put some kiss and Oreos. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's mine. As far as that goes, do we cover? We got Nicole. Abby is away this week. She was doing what was it? Miss Sunkiss? What was it? I forget the name of the event.
Moon
Moon
Eye.
Eye.
Moon Eye. Oh, Sunkiss because I just read it. Moon Eyes. And so is in travel right now. Obviously, we're sending love to Abby. Real quick, because we're talking about the show right now. We've toyed. If you've been with us for a long time, we've toyed with what to do when people are absent from, like, can't make it for the table. Everybody here is insanely busy. The fact we can do this as often as we can is just like a blessing and a gift. And so I've been like going back and forth, and it's like I do some of my prep thinking about a 5-person party and don't want to hinder you guys. And so I think the easiest way that we're going to test pilot this from now on is like the characters are there. The resources of the character are, usable within means. I know all of your characters very well. I spend a lot of time like going through the notes and stuff that we've taken and build these stories. So it's like, I want them to be present, but not be present. You know what I mean? Like it's like, they're not going to be active in scenes. I'm not going to do your guys' voice and make choices for you. And I will kind of run like a pretty sub-level version of your character when you're not. Like, it's like, something will happen, they will do things within, but like they won't be leading the cause or leading the form. I'm not gonna like let them be like, hey, Abby's character, go stand over there and take some down. I won't do any of that. But we've tried a few different things here, and that's the one we're gonna be going with moving forward. Although we had a lot of fun with the idea of Nicole being frozen invisible, like watching you guys experience everything last week.
Or just like she went down like a different hallway and then turned around and was like, wait, what the fuck? Where did I go?
In my headcanon, I had that, Drew chose the different, there was at one point there was 2 moments in time.
Right.
And he went with one rather than the other one. And it was like, to my mind, there was like 3 seconds ahead of the other one. And so I like the idea, you were like 3 seconds ahead of them. Like they could never get to you, but you're like, that's sad. So yeah, I just wanted to address that. That's, again, as we do these shows again, it's incredible you guys are here every week. And that we're all very hardworking entertainers and people, and just like, everybody has a life that is full of many things, and it's just a gift. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for it. Thanks you guys for being here.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's how we're going to address that. I do have a couple announcements. I just want to do the supporter shout out. Huge thanks to our raiders from last week. Dork Tales brought it this way. I believe it's Cheshire Cat, but it's just XE Shire _the_cat. Ann's Adventures D&D and Substances Used. So a longtime butt of the show. So thank you guys for bringing your party our way. We always raid out at the end to another, if not D&D show, another creator in this space. And so it's just a great thing to do. So thank you guys for sharing your party with us. The best way to support the show, if you choose to do so, is through the WeeDnD Patreon. As you can see, we've got, I don't know if I actually fixed, is the ticker saying the right thing?
You got a bum ticker.
Right? Yeah.
Bum ticker.
It's saying real people's names. Okay, cool. So we're good. I didn't screw that up at all.
That was a pretty good Michael Madsen, wasn't it?
But we do have a ticker here that thanks you guys. There are different tiers. We have Discord hangouts. We have one this weekend at Sunday. Typically we play games and get together and kick it, and they are a great time. But yeah, that's we get the highest bang for the buck that you send our way. And so head on over to patreon.com/WeeDnD, or if you're with us on Twitch, just go ahead and type Patreon, Patreon. Yes, I did the bing bang buck thing. I can't remember even now how I said it. But also there's some WeeDnD merch. Head on over to that Hard Studios store. If you're with us here, type merch. If you are not, or you're checking us out on YouTube or any other place that you find us, the side of the road, check out, it is arthardstudios, plural, .square.site. So arthardstudios.square.site. Some cool t-shirts and stuff. We'll be building out a little bit more on that stuff. We got like coffee cups and art prints.
I have a coffee cup, and there's a coffee cup
There's one here. There's a couple inside too from Todd.
Nugrats.
But yeah, he's got both in there.
I love my mug. I use my mug very often. It's a good mug.
It's a good ass mug.
And you can put it in the dishwasher, which is a huge
Dishwasher
deal.
safe.
Yeah.
But wait,
Anyway.
Which color did you
There's
get? Which
more.
variant?
I got the white one, and it has the like black handle.
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
and it's black on the inside. It's really cool.
I was worried about that when I was
I
making it. I
love
was
it.
like, that looks really cool. I'm worried in like real life, does that translate?
It's super cool.
And then Tyler
I
got one. I was
love
like,
it.
that's so cool. I love it.
Because like sometimes too, when you have like a light color, as a mug collector, sometimes when you have like a really light mug, the coffee, even though you clean it a lot because you use it a lot, will stain it. But with this mug,
And does that make you mad?
can't see
Is
it.
that what drives you to kill?
No, I don't kill.
Yeah, she does not.
I do not kill.
Right,
I
guys?
don't. Guys, I don't. I'm a vegan.
I'm still alive.
But I'm a vegan.
I'm a
We miss you, Adam.
I'm a government trained killer.
It's fine.
Oh gosh, where's Abby? All right, yeah, that's our. Abby. Abby. She's beating on the invisible barrier behind you, trying to get in.
I like somebody said she smoked some super ganja and fell into an ethereal high, so she's not consciously present, but she may briefly return to the party. Yeah.
That's perfect.
just that
actually.
the part of the character's just stoned. Like,
I've been that high before.
Yeah,
Where I'm
yeah.
like, oh guys, when I get back down, I'll tell you all about what I'm watching.
So they're there, but they're not there. They're just high.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's it.
every
It's
time
like,
one of our
it's
characters.
their turn. They're like, spell.
Yeah. Cool.
Perfect. No, I like that. We're gonna find a term for that and make it. We'll be like, that's part of the design.
They're high right now, so that means they're not there.
Hey, coming up with a way to deal with people that can't make it is like a huge thing. Like that could help a lot of just like a mechanic that helps that.
Maybe like dabsint.
Dabsint. Wow.
You saw that in real time, folks.
That's well done.
Yes, to Jake. To
Well
Jake.
done.
Smoke coming out of your ears, Jake.
Adam showed
Are you
up. What's
okay?
up,
That was a
Adam?
lot. Yeah. That is true. Sometimes you take a dab and you're like, I'm,
Goodbye.
and now I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, there I am. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit the next few rounds of battle out.
I was once smoking with somebody who took their first dab, and after sitting completely quiet for 30 minutes, they just stood up and walked out and got in their car and then sat in their car for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But like didn't communicate with us at all along the way.
So you're
And then
saying
they started leaving. I was like, are you good? You okay? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I just needed like an hour and a half.
I've been that high before.
So that
Wait,
sounds like
was that me?
No.
Okay.
Is that me?
No. Although, no. Frequency
that time.
Studios, Outlook Cost. Oh my
that
gosh, some of the friends of the show. Thanks for being here, guys.
Dabson.
Dude, Dabson. That's so
Yes.
good. Abby Dabson.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Oh,
So yeah, that's
dude.
fun.
Simply the best.
So
Let's
that's
get
what I
written down.
totally love that where it's like they're still there. They're just really high.
Yeah, yeah. Look, they're just super high right now.
Yeah, it was very stuck. It works.
Isn't that right? And they're just like,
Yeah, that was wrong.
Dabson. I had to write it down. It's right next to a shirt idea that we made up that is Nicole is not a murderer.
And it's got Adam on it with a thumbs up.
Adam's face giving a thumbs up. That's happening. That's good. That'll be on the
I'm not dead.
I am making that shirt. Alibi.
Alibi.
All right. I know any projects or anything coming up that we want to announce. I know the Morning Murders ladies are still firing off episodes.
Yeah, Morning Murders season 3 is still going strong. We're getting towards the end of season 3, and then we'll launch season 4 shortly after. But yeah, every Monday we launch new episodes. Yeah, it's very exciting. Morning Murders, like your morning
Here,
of death.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now.
Drop that link.
I need to make a little hot thing for it.
Yeah. Oh God, hot links sound good.
Hot links.
Hot thing.
Hot links.
Hot link. Get your hot links. Hot
Hot
links.
links.
Hi, Frequency Studios. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
I also have a show opening on
She does.
February
Show
9th. A show
opening.
Yes. A show opening. It's called X by a man named Alistair McDowell, and it's about space. It's about a space crew stuck on Pluto.
Did it used to be called Twitter?
No, but sometimes when I look at the poster, I'm like, do people think this is about Twitter?
It's about Twitter.
Maybe.
That might help, right? Like, I'll see a
But you
play
know,
about Twitter. Like,
hey.
oh, what's going on?
I'd rather believe that whatever the play's about is how Twitter. That's the story.
That's it.
Oh,
They're
Right. It's about the story from Pluto.
They're sending messages
dear.
from
Yeah,
Pluto. Like,
that's how
fucking
Twitter
hell.
became about. Right.
No.
I'm
I know what the play's
already
about. You
gonna see
guys
it
don't.
now.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's I got Public Fit Theater Company presents X. Not the Twitter story, but that's okay.
Support your local theater, nerd.
Do it, or we'll beat you
Do
up.
it or else. Help or else.
It helps. It helps a lot of people when you support your local theaters.
Yeah.
So help them.
Help
Do that
them.
thing.
else.
February 9th through March 4th. That's what I got.
It's over. It's all just an ad for the place show that's about to open.
And that's it.
And that's where we'll pick it up next time at the show. They hate us for the crowd being loud. It's the Dax Tower sound. Sorry, I'm already going.
We're all a little dabsing today.
We're all a little dabsing. All right, guys. Well, shoot, we've done the front. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Stop. Phil for me. Phil.
Oh. Fill in time with our song.
This is the song that we fill with.
Dope
All right, we do have a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, but we like to take a lighter. This one's black today. Like this one right here, make sure we're not gonna light any of our friends, family, or daps and friends for family on fire and go. Light us up.
For Abby Dabs.
Let's play some fucking D&D.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control.
Sleepy buddy.
That's how you know. Now you know how I do that. Wait, we didn't get Let's get the last part. WeeDnD! Yeah! All right. Yes. Well, welcome back. And ooh. Wait. What's playing now? Oh, it's okay. I got you. Sorry.
Jake almost died.
It almost cost a man his life.
This is a close one.
Oh, all right, guys.
Just laugh.
Oh my god.
And then a mouthful.
That's Stephanie saying, stay on your toes.
That's it. Always be
Stay ready.
Get ready.
always
Look
on
alive.
gas.
Check for traps.
I did
Stay
the
ready.
same thing literally last week.
Yeah.
Back from
Stay
intermission.
ready so you don't have to get ready.
I think it may have already been the preview scene, and then if you touch it, it would pass it through. But yeah. We're dealing with lots of changes to this at a high rate. Steph is killing it back there.
Steph is
Yeah.
the best.
Absolutely killing it.
You're still the
And every
best.
time she comes home from a full day of work, I'm like, here's the 30 things I need to go over with you just real quick, and then we'll change this and this and this. So huge shout out to Stephanie McHugh.
Yeah.
Love you.
All right. Boom. I don't know what happened there. We're good. We're in. All right, guys. We have we're just doing this. This is exactly how I wrote it.
We're just following the script.
Oh, wait. Let's do that. Let's go. We're going to do what happened last with you guys.
Oh shit.
Oh, well.
Nicole?
I'm trapped in a glass case of emotion.
Can anybody see me?
That happened.
So you almost died.
I did actually
You almost
for a second.
Almost gotcha.
He was close, but you came in, saved the day with the portal, and then I flopped down like a dead fish behind him. It was fun. No, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We bounced back though from that. We learned. We came back after the halftime show.
Yeah.
And we stuck the landing and sunk the basket.
I
for
figured out that I
sports stuff.
can hold monster on a person.
On a person.
On a person.
Yes.
So I was
Helpful.
like, oh, wait. And so I cast hold monster on Rolando.
Vroly.
Rolando.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Rolando is his
point.
full name.
This
right.
is one of the things I talk about with DMs when they want to start higher level parties. It's like there is like a progression that happens as you're like, okay, well, I have hold person, and then you try to cast it on a monster, and it goes, oh no, it only works on humanoids. So normally by the time you get hold monster, you're like, oh, this is the one that gives me that thing. But since you start at level 10, you don't know those
don't get
things
the stepping
inherently.
stone.
So that is something I think is like really valuable. Is like if you're gonna start higher level characters, and there are those things you might not think of, just double check and look over with your DM, or as the DM, make sure you're like, oh, maybe that wouldn't be clear. Because there's some things we just think are like, oh, of course it's that way, that are very, very vague and hard to figure out. So,
Of course it's that.
and yeah, that whole monster on Brawley came through.
Oh, big time
I
clutch.
said
Yeah,
to
that was instant
That's
crits.
good.
I said to him, no more. Then made stop.
Stop.
Made stop.
Stop.
Yeah, with
Hammer
my
time.
little tentacle.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to gentle caress him on his little face.
Stop in the name of goo.
In the name of goo, you must stop. You
get it.
shall not goo. You know, the famous Goondolf.
You shall,
Oh, yes,
you
of
shall not
course.
gas.
Very.
Yes.
No.
Goo shall not gas.
Goo shall not pass. Yeah. So that's what we did. And you were able to get back to a decent enough health to dispatch him.
Yes, I put some pretty heavy hits with the fist of Ubaru's grasp. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Subaru.
After coming back with the bird of the Rocka.
Yeah, the rocker bird came in kind of clutch on that. Yeah,
Nailed it. That's the thing she does.
that's the thing that I wanted to always do. You did it though. You did it.
We've got
Good
it.
for you. Yeah, so came back, put a hurting on Vrolando.
His name is Brawley Shalefist, just so they
It's
know.
Vrawley. Yes,
Vrawley.
Vrawley.
I was like, I know I have it written
We could have
down
nicknames. I just want to make
somewhere.
sure we're.
No, Vrawley, I thought Vrawley was, it's like Bobby. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
his name's Robert, but you call him Bobby. So it's like Vrawley's what his Bobby.
Yeah.
His full name's Vrolando.
Yeah,
Rolando.
Roland. And that's canon now as well.
One of the coolest things. It sucked because it was our friend, but it was a really cool line when Dagon turned around. He's like, "This isn't a trial. This is an execution."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And he really helped us out a lot.
Yeah, you know, he and again, like you guys have kind of, you know, the Shale Soul community in the Onyxhearts, like the Shale Soul are convinced that most of the worst things in the world were responsible at the hands of Tynaricus Onyxheart and his group, the Ferocious Five.
Which we all believed was bullshit. Up
Right.
until
Yes.
Right. So the other thing is we knocked him out, right? So he's not dead.
subdued.
Subdued.
Well, yeah, there was like a shift in time where I saw two different timelines of me like murdering the fuck out of him, like, and enjoying it, like squishing brains and like dancing in it, you know?
Doing a
Right.
That wasn't just me.
Yeah, it was like doing the running man in his brains.
Yeah.
It was good.
I like that a lot. Doing those jigs.
But then the other one, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not me. So I went with that route.
Yeah, and you had
surprisingly.
witnessed in that flashback that moment of like revisiting the fight between Tynaricus and Vegeta Shalefist, that the axe of Tynaricus had in fact infected the Shalefist bloodline with the blight. So if you recall, like the final killing blow with his axe, the other half called the Blightbringer, you know, that you grabbed from the Shadowfell, well, not you, but Tynaricus grabbed when he
Right.
was sent to the Shadowfell after
That
losing
one
Mom.
time, yeah. And we saw that statue of Tynaricus and the plaque read the Blightbringer, and he was like, yeah, that's not me. But we took the axe anyway. And it was stuck in my fucking hand
Yeah.
for like a week.
Cursed weapon. Yeah.
And your hand was wrapped in stone.
Yeah. Hard to piss. Hard to piss with an axe and a fist of
Couldn't
stone.
take a wee this one.
No.
So yes, the strange song.
But don't worry, it was daytime all the time.
It was the whole, for a whole like 60 something. It was a lot of daytime. Yes, so there is like, and that did factor into the decision that you made at the time, is this idea that perhaps, you know, you weren't the Tynaricus was not the perfect hero. Yeah.
Hey, how come if it curses bloodline, how would it curse his bloodline if the bloodline ended right there?
He still had a bloodline, and magic is a powerful thing.
Okay, perfect.
Right, yeah, like he probably had like a
You're right,
brother.
that's fair.
I mean, this was also near the conflagration point where all of the chaos of magic that
Right.
sundered
Yeah.
Ganjaria came from. It was during like that time.
Literally
so.
an ooze going, I guess weirder things have happened.
You're like, "Don't worry, never mind." Yeah, you're like, and you know many of them.
Yeah. Just like.
But yes, and in fact, even like the Shale Soul, that whole city is not Shale Fists.
Right,
The
that's-
Shale Soul is like that people that have grown in that city. there are some shale fists there, but all of them hear the Song of Stone. All of them share the same burden. And somehow that leads to Blight having come from our first story to potentially how we got it into Ganjaria.
So then we started making our way with Vegeta through, because now we decided that we were going to go after the worm to get more points
More
to then
Cleos.
get to take with us to our next destination. And then we ran into a friend, an old friend.
Durgo the Deep?
Durgo of
the Deep.
Yeah.
Durgo.
The shadow.
He's actually, you can see if you're watching
Taint
with
elf.
us,
He's a taint elf.
Taint elf. He's a taint elf.
He's
Yeah,
a tainted
he is a
elf.
Shadar Kai,
Shadarkai taint elf.
which
Yeah.
translates to taint elf.
Taint.
I remember one time I shat my pants, but he shat our guy.
Oh, you.
I went there.
But we're old friends. And he
He gave us the shackles.
that's right, the shackles. My old shackles.
yeah.
That you had sold him.
My shackles that
The
I
soul
landed
shackles.
with. Yes.
Dimensional shackles.
Or dimensional
shackles. And so we put them on Vrolly, and now Vrolly ain't gonna go nowhere.
You have not put them on Vrolly yet.
Oh,
Oh, did we
So-
stop before then? I thought
I
that we
thought
had
that
done
was
that.
the last thing
I thought we
that
thought that was
said.
locked down.
Like
It was like
immediately.
the bill of sale.
That's actually
Durgo's like, all right. enjoy."
Yeah.
So at that, if you'll please allow me.
Set the mood. Set the mood. Set the mood. Set the mood. Set the mood.
Durgo of the Deep.
Set the mood. Set the
Durgo the Deep.
Okay, great.
mood. Set the reset.
Yeah.
The mood.
The mood's been set.
To set the mood. I did that all wrong.
Oh, God. Do it
I'm
again.
doing great.
It's okay.
You can only do it right because it's you doing it.
That's true. It's like there's no. Like, what rule book? You show me.
Show me the rule book where it
Sorry,
says that
I
you
can't bring that
can't.
over.
Wrong according to who, brother?
So you all are currently set inside of this frigid ice cave. You know, this blue campfire of Durgo the Deeps that called to you from the dark travels where as you moved forward safely through the lands, you know, aided by Dargon. You know, choosing to go to his campfire, you met with Durgo of the Deep, a Shadar Kai, who finds his life in these small tunnels that run underneath the earth.
Yeah.
You know, he allowed you to rest, offered back the dimensional shackles at a price. You know, you had to trade some of that, some of your magical ganja,
That's fine.
which now you see he actually, rather than even utilizing it for battle, you see he rolls one out
Yeah.
and lights up. You see him kind of peering around at the walls around him like he's afraid they may come to life.
You were already paranoid, mate. You just sparked up.
Everything changes very quickly here.
I know how that is.
You all see that? You see he's like, oh shit! And he puts it out.
You guys can see me? Oh my gosh.
Shit,
It's been
Mira.
so weird. Guys, I'm not proud of you.
Oh, my goo.
That was the president's test we just did, right? All that. That was
Yeah,
it.
Were you testing it?
that was the helping committee president's test.
Initiation.
It is only for the best members of the helping committee. And you all passed.
You see, Durgo passes it over to Sylvia, and Sylvia's like,
Oh, now you get it right.
it just zones out. She taps it. Maybe he puts it out. He's like, this stuff can't be trusted.
Yeah, this lady
this
appeared.
man stuff. It's wrong.
What can I say? I like good shit. Yay! Then we did it. It's good to see you again. Sorry, I didn't realize how strong my spell is.
You know, it's good to be seen.
Well, yes.
Thanks.
Well,
nice
you're
to have
already
you
a very
back.
sneaky lady, so I imagine it probably just set it off and made it super powerful.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. You know, I was like, is my power too great?
Probably.
My friends can't see me.
Yeah. That's interesting for a rogue who just never wants to be seen.
Right.
You know, so I have like a weird relationship of like wanting to be seen and like not wanting to be seen because there's like a really long, you know, it's a long story. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm just happy to be here. You guys
Well,
are great.
yeah, no, it's great to have you back.
You're welcome at my fire.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, this is Dargon.
Durgo.
Dargon.
I just said it. I know it was a week ago for you, but it was like 3
Wait.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
No, I just was just confused. So you're Durgo?
Durgo.
Where did Dargon go?
Dargon is gone. He got you.
Dargon is gone, and
Yes.
Durgo is
And Durgo is here.
'Kay.
Gone.
He's
Dargon
on.
is on.
Dargon is gone.
Dargo.
Durgo is on. Got it.
Yes, they basically saw you to the borders of their lands, and you guys proceeded in your travels from there. But yeah, you're set around this camp, and currently, Durgo's he's just offered you the shackles. You see gestures over to Vrali, who's still unconscious. You guys had welded his hands in stone behind his back with magic, but he looks at the shackles. He's like, I don't know, Gil. I might put those on sooner rather than later.
I know I want to now, and I just like goo them and then goo them
Goo
onto
them.
his it's like the goo
Yeah.
envelops them and then just like envelops behind him and then puts the shackles on him.
All right, so as the shackles start flying,
Oh no.
Floating, gooing.
I'll see it.
Oh, they touch me. All right, they're gonna fucking go after me. That's fine.
you
I
start.
would know that, so why would I do that?
What?
All right.
I don't know why would you?
Oh, they're not cursed or anything.
Okay, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I know that they'd fuck with me.
You see, you
right?
grab them and you start walking them over toward Vrali,
okay.
gooing your way over to him.
You're just walking, man.
I'm gooing them over.
And as you scoot, you feel your kind of plasmoid
I'm using
body
like
on the
mage
ground.
hand, kind
Yeah.
of, yeah, like.
You feel the ground under you
No.
starts shaking.
I gotta get them on him before
You see
whatever's happening
Durgo's
happens.
eyes sharpen, and they kind of turn and look at you. It's like slow goo motion as you're kind of like reaching forward with these, and the vibrating of the walls, starts shaking and
Looking
shaking.
at everybody.
You see Virgo holds his hands out to you. Do not move. What do you do?
Told us not to move.
I don't move. Hey, if I move my goo but not my body, and I'm not touching the ground, does that count as vibration?
There would probably be a way to find that.
Investigating about that?
Yeah. If you want to take a look, like how would I go about
Yeah.
doing this? Yeah.
Risk assessment.
Risk
I mean,
assessment.
Yeah,
roll
to be
for
fair, it
risk
could be like
assessment.
your own biology. Like, you're wide. Again, you guys are like 11th level characters. The shackles themselves would make noise if you were going to put them on. Again, this is all happening in that hypersecond. Like stones are trickling from the ground, shaking off the walls around you as you're kind of figuring this out in your mind. But yes, you see that it's like the shackles will make noise if they clasp onto Vrali.
What if they
You
clasp
will not.
inside your goo?
Muffle it with your
Muffle it
goo.
with-
What if I muffle
Can you
things with
goo
my
muffle
goo?
that?
Just muffle the goo.
It's like enveloping. It's like.
I would say that would show itself in the way of a stealth check. You're trying to hide. It's not visually, but you're trying to hide your motion with an action. So give me a stealth check.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do that. Well, also, I want to do it anyway because. All right. Well, I got a 12, but we want to find the worm. Were we looking for it?
Yes, you are on your way.
We don't want it to find us,
I think you
though.
want to find it on our terms, not its terms.
Well, what if you guys just need to remember you can make anything your terms at any time if you just decide to change your mind about it?
I mean, that
I would like
works
to
to
change
a
the
certain
terms.
extent, Gil.
Psychopath.
Like not.
Gil. Let's trying to just charisma their
I don't-
way out of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, do you want to roll a deception check against me? Just like,
No, but yeah, I only get a 12 on my stealth.
12 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts on chicks or widgets?
I don't know. You only live once. I'm gonna roll with
Oh, okay. Get the advantage.
Oh, wow.
Okay, different.
Right out the gate.
Okay, well, a 9 plus 6.
So 15.
Yeah,
Nice.
Better?
15.
I know, but it's a worm. It's gonna be like, "Brr,"
It's fine. I just don't want to deal with what happens if we don't put shackles
But
on him.
yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
a very big worm, and you're pretty small. Do we hear bugs move things in the night? I don't know.
Wow.
All right.
Deep. That was deep and that was dog.
What?
I was trying.
What happened to you
Esmeralda
in that
was-
box of emotion?
No one could hear me.
I know. Also, we have
We
the
got brain
message
talk.
in our. Don't we have brain talk in our
We
minds?
do, yeah.
got
Now
brain
it's
talk.
working.
Yeah.
So poor Durgo is left out of our conversation right now.
Yeah.
He's like, what's happening?
Yeah. So it's just.
What is you people are crazy.
Paul just like making faces.
Yeah.
I said it. Oh, it's just oops. It's like all right.
And Reks is gonna just because we're getting a little excited. I'm gonna clang to the front of like the cave and throw a thaumaturgy
Be quiet.
like down the cave.
Oh, so it like doesn't know where we're at. Just like,
You see, like this clasp of the shackles. You know, again, he was handcuffed with stone behind his back, but as you kind of goo around trying to make this quiet, the walls around you guys all shaking. You know, you preparing the spell.
I'm staring at Durgo the whole time. Like, I know you're like he's telling all of us to stop, but I'm just like, I'm not going to. I'm really not going to. Sorry, I'm not gonna stop.
Click. You know, you see the magical energy rumble around the chains themselves, preventing Vrolly from using his natural teleportation abilities.
Yes.
And no way other than physically to get away from them now that these magical shackles that you purchased back clasp on. You see Durgo looks at you. You guys look up. The vibrating intensifies. You see the thaumaturgy booms down, echoing off, and you feel as if the stone around you shifts in response to the sound. Durgo looks down, and because it's you two that are next to me, he grabs 2 of your lowest level healing potions. All right, so that's the fail scenario of this. He grabs 2 of your healing potions, turns around, you see he breaks them into a bunch of glass, and basically does the same thing, starts throwing them down all the many tunnels and holes in these caverns around you. You hear the pinging of the glass, the heads bobbling over from the top of the bottle, and also the booming sound sent forward from Reks. The shifting stops. Durgo looks at you. Gil, are you crazy? Yes. That's right. She's been running around a lot recently. Angry.
like sliming around.
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
That's okay. No,
No,
it's
I
fine.
appreciate this.
It's fine. We need to have more,
I heard someone
nervous-
murdered a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard
I heard some really just nasty
Goo murdered her child.
Yeah.
and then killed himself afterwards. It was a
And
murder
Detective
suicide.
Samuel.
Clearly,
Are you guys talking out loud or just in your minds?
in our minds.
It's just like,
Sorry.
he can't hear us.
Oh right, we don't know that.
I know. I hate to be that guy. Detective Samuel died.
He doesn't know.
you see, he kind of falls down to his knees. You know, his hand one clean, the other covered in soot, like pushes his hair back. You see, he sheds a solitary tear for his dear friend, Detective Samuel, the horse that Nicole kind of murdered.
I did not. I did
Kind of.
Can we put the Detective Samuel on the back of the shirt?
Detective Samuel.
Yes. You see the news of Detective Samuel's passing, you know, even in such a dark place with so many dangers around it, it does strike to him. And he looks, he's like, well, when you live on the edge, sometimes you fall.
Don't I know it?
You know what? And he takes the one ganja that he just got the Northern Lights from you, and he's like, let's share one. To Samuel.
Okay.
Samuel.
Detective Samuel.
Detective Samuel. Samuel the detective.
That's the T-shirt or the hat. It's the Detective Samuel. There's a ring. Detective Samuel, like, or
You have to trust
Samuel
us.
Detective Horse Agency or whatever, like
Yeah,
horse
yeah.
detective agency
Yeah.
or it's
Or
like
horse PI.
horse PI.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I was like, I could
We're going to have a design meeting on the old Detective Samuel.
Oh, great.
Guys,
Right.
don't worry.
That's written down.
Don't worry.
Don't
Okay,
worry. It's fine.
everyone just relax right
Top
now.
of my list actually right now is that.
Yeah, in fact,
Maybe we go
just
to
do that,
mission and
next time on Weed&d.
So yes, at this point, you know, you see Durgo kind of starts calming down a bit, you know, as if the sound is no longer a concern to him.
I'm so glad.
Some of the outposts that were set up to the south crushed.
Really.
She's covering more ground. I used to be safe in these tunnels. I think I may need to move my camp. He gestures over to his little spider web, lean-to that he has, where he kind of sleeps in the darker places and stays below ground. A Shadar Kai, the light of the sun is a bit intense for them, and so choosing to stay in the deep. So his surname, Durgo of the Deep.
I look around and walk up to him yeah, it's real dangerous here. I guess you could really use health potions down here and not just, throw them.
It was a
Yeah.
spur of the moment.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that.
Here.
Oh, that's very nice.
Right. Maybe don't look gift detective horses in the mouth.
Or maybe kind of stomping them until they're murdered.
Did they say that?
I don't know. I'm not from here.
It's close. It's close to a saying.
No, I'm from here, man. It's a saying. I've heard it.
All right.
I wrote it down last episode as one of my sayings.
2 episods ago.
It's one of my sayings.
It was a saying that I liked, guys. Thank you.
Cool. Well, how's everyone feeling? Are they ready to go kill that thing?
I have been itching to do anything.
Okay.
So, I just feel like, being seen and talking and moving around, being seen.
You feel like the mind link between you and Sylvia. She's like, oh, right. But she's absent.
She is. Absent.
Reks is still not moving out of fear from being eaten by a worm one time. So still against the wall, just even after it was throw the voice bomb and then
No.
just
I forgot about that.
It's okay. Just goo. It's okay.
Just
okay,
wipe all your
buddy.
fears away. Yeah.
That's okay, buddy.
Go.
That's okay,
go
buddy.
We're
away.
here for each other.
We're here to help. Yeah.
Yeah.
To gooing it up help calm you down? I like
he's
it.
still afraid of it just being any noise. Just,
You see Durgo, he's like, you're safe now.
oh, thank fucking God.
But
Oh, it's gone?
that could change at any moment.
Okay, well then let's get out of here and
Let's
do it. Let's do
get
it.
outta
Let's
here.
kick an ass.
He said, as you rested by the fire, I noticed there seems to be a camp being set through this tunnel there.
Oh yeah, those guys.
You can kind of smell the camp of the camp of fire. You can smell the smell of campfire coming through this tunnel as he points off. Again, you guys were supposed to be meeting with a mercenary group along your path, and
We
so
hired some guys.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we were like, why not? The more the merrier.
We're gonna meet him here.
Great.
And we're going to need the help. This thing is just
Crazy.
nasty.
Real big.
Terrible.
Real big.
So that's a good point. Like at this, it's as you guys are preparing, that this is one of the ferocious beasts of legend. This is a monster that is insanely powerful. And so alone, if you were a single adventurer walking in, from the storm, trying to handle this yourself, single-handedly could pretty much, it's like,
Right.
could Detective Samuel any of us?
Yeah.
Which again is when you're crushed by Nicole.
Oh my God.
And so,
It's the end. It's the finale spoilers.
Yeah.
but at this point, it's like even
Crushed
as
by Nicole.
there's like almost a calming magic to the blue fire of Durgo's campfire. Almost as if it helps to aid you in calming down in kind of dangerous surroundings. And you see even he staring at the fire. This task that's before you. If just the rumbling of that beast is any indication of its size, its power will be great. But you, Reks, as you're sitting there afraid, do what a seasoned adventurer does and remember some of the details of that encounter. These worms have things that you can plan around. And so as you all kind of sit there and think about this with this kind of like calming blue fire on your faces, you realize like the mercenaries and some of the knowledge that you already have gained may glean in any plans to move forward. And so, you see Durgo looking around and he's like, she doesn't come this far. Normally.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, like, what the fuck was that then?
It's like she's looking for something.
Ugh.
Someone.
Probably that.
Strange for a creature like that.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Very.
Feel sorry for whoever killed that baby.
You say her baby died.
That's what I heard from my friend who is not with us anymore.
Rumor has it.
So I can't verify the information anymore.
Monsters going mad. Things are changing here all the time. I'm sure even you see it. It was already bad here.
Oh yeah.
Now, everyone is fighting to survive.
Yes, apparently there's these portals that have opened around that are bringing in these big old monsters. And so that's why we are here and why I'm back. Hello. To kill them. To get rid of these big old monsters.
Elemental monsters.
Just close the portals or something like that.
We're the helping committee.
Yeah, someone
we
said
help.
they
we
need
help.
help doing that, so here we are.
Or else.
Or else.
All right.
She's back, baby.
Yeah. She's the president.
I am of this branch.
Yeah.
There are more branches.
There are. Yes.
I would like to hear of them.
Well,
There's the Sativan branch.
Sativan branch.
There's the Sativan branch.
Yeah.
There's a guy there named Gary.
Gary Greenheart.
Gary Green,
Has
who
a
I've
problem
not
with
met, but I've
stairs.
heard of.
I've heard stories of
Heart of
Sativan. Is it as
Gold.
beautiful as they say?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been. I hear good things.
It's been around
Yeah.
for a long time.
They say it is endless spring. It would mean endless winter.
Well,
Yeah, no, it's pretty decent farmland. It's cool looking. That's where I used to get all the weed. That's where the weed comes from.
Wow.
Sativan.
I would like to see this Sativan.
Oh, me too.
is
But the gates are closed.
Yes, the gates
I
are
was gonna say
closed.
the
Gates
gates
are
have been
closed.
closed for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of.
Just heard stories.
Are you familiar with a blight, or do you deal with any blight stuff?
I have seen the blight firsthand.
What?
Really?
Yes, the Shadowkai, my people, we come from the Shadowfell, or what once was the Shadowfell.
Oh.
I landed in the Fellsworn Kingdom and watched it fall. A wave of black death. Monsters that consume in pure chaos. It is why I fled. The sands of the Diesel dynasty were too warm for my skin. And so I found my way here.
Yeah,
This
no,
feels a bit like home.
it's a lovely cave and spider lean-to you've got. It's nice.
Sometimes it helps not to be seen. But sometimes you light a fire and you meet old friends.
Hey!
And new ones.
Hey!
New. And new.
New. It's
But,
that
I mean, I
new.
was here the whole time.
You were.
You just couldn't see me or hear me.
Yes.
That's
Just,
good.
I
it's
learned
really
to
That must have been
messes with you guys.
frustrating.
It really messes with you.
I learned how to cast like invisibility. It's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah?
And Gil is very good at it. It's very strong.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Who knew?
Uh-oh. You said you could do it last time. Remember?
Yeah, we had to both be invisible because of that really bad guard that was rolling through. Oh, it was
Yes.
actually a mercenary
It
group.
was actually a mercenary group.
It was a
Could you
different
roll
one
me?
though.
Yeah, could you roll me,
Oh
please?
gosh.
A D10.
Yeah, and I had to get us yeah, my idea is I had to cast invisibility on the two of us so that we could get away from 7.
Okay.
Mercenary group.
You remember a particularly ferocious band, a mercenary group that does the jobs that no one else will do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Helmed by a half giant named Chuggo.
Chumbo.
Hey Drew, can you do me a favor? A solid, my brother?
Absolutely.
May I have one of those pencils that you have?
Oh, yeah.
And Pitsu Kudasai.
So Chuggo's Chewers
Oh,
is the
thank you.
mercenary group.
What is
Chuggo?
it, Chuggo?
Chuggo's
Chuggo.
Chewers.
Is he
Chews.
like this campaign's
Chomp.
gross man?
He is, yeah, they're pretty rough. Like they are, they eat their quarry, and their quarry is more often than not people. Like they're
Cannibals.
giant, half giants, some ogres, many strong races, and they just kind of go around doing what some might argue is like a needed thing. But Chuggo is intent to prove the most powerful of the mercenary groups and is prone to sacking other mercenaries and taking of their bounty and stealing their Cleos.
Yeah, they ate some of me and it made them sick and they got really upset, so we had to get out.
Yes, Chuggo had to go.
Yeah.
Chuggo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuggo.
So
go.
yes, that was the time. And then because Durgo couldn't turn invisible, like he thought that you had said you could make him invisible, you looked down and you noticed that a thing you hadn't seen in the shadows of this cave. He's missing like the bottom half of his left leg. He's just got like a little black stump that has like little pegs that stick out so he can get a little bracing as he moves around in the caves.
They're cool. It's cool.
Yes.
What's cool is that
Those are in right now.
Yeah, they're in right now. And now you're just a little bit more aerodynamic, buddy.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, what do you intend to do? I see your mind's thinking. This man here, if he wakes up, I imagine that'll be quite a show.
Well, I mean, I kind of want to go talk to Grandpapa and see if this whole Blightbringer Curse of the Shalefish thing is actually true. Because, you know, for at least my whole existence, I've heard quite the opposite. And that would be not good to find out, contrary to what I've learned.
What have you learned?
About?
This thing you wish to speak to your grandfather about.
Oh, he wasn't with us. That's right. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I want to go on the headset real quick.
Oh, great.
Do we want to? Are we telling this guy this?
Yeah, Dargo's great.
I just wanted.
Dargo's hella cool.
He's cool,
Is he,
right?
like,
He's
really
cool.
hella cool, or he's
hella
like,
cool.
I really like him and I want him to like me, so he's hella cool.
Like he's got a spider lean too. I feel like he might stab me in
During
my
the break
sleep.
conversation, just like a.
I just
No,
like,
he's great.
He's
great.
good. He's cool.
He smoked us out also. He's fine.
That is true.
but he also like, you know, took 2 of our health potions.
Yeah, but he smoked us out though.
I mean, but
Distract us to
you know,
distract
I
the worm.
understand the reasoning why, but like the fact that he didn't offer to like maybe replace it or like even acknowledge that he did it.
Well,
without
give
me
him a
saying
chance.
something.
Give him a chance, he might.
Presidente, that's whole politics, baby.
He might still. He might. I don't know. We'll see.
We can ask him. In Cole Boston, we've got Nexies. If you take somebody's, like, you know, if I just a bit of goo. If I just take your goo,
Yeah.
I'll get you with the next goo. So maybe
The next school
he'll
round?
get back to us. Nexies.
All right.
Yeah.
He's just staring at the fire.
You used the potion for, you know, for good. You helped us. You saved us skins, but you got us later.
Are you talking to him now?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry
about
like a
that.
tag on that.
Tag in.
Or you thought you were, but you were still on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want to do?"
Yeah. Just kind of like goad him while we're still talking brain talk. But just
Brain
kind
talk.
of keep him going.
But yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. He's like, "Oh, okay."
He's
That almost
good,
got out.
So
That
we can
was
tell
like
him.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You
What's he
yes.
gonna do?
Yeah, so anyway, what I had learned was that I supposedly 500 years ago in the Temple of Numble Deer, oh my God, look at my memory just coming back. My grandfather supposedly slayed, slew?
Slayed?
Slayed?
Slated.
Slund.
murked.
Murdered.
Let's go with that. Murdered. But it was like for a good thing. He was like a hero for doing it. So murder sounds like he was doing a wrong thing, you know?
Yeah.
So murdered for good.
Murderist.
Anyway, the shellfish line was cursed because of this accursed axe that he had made into a really cool weapon that I hear all about. Anyway, I didn't know all that. So that's what I learned. I was talking to you, yeah.
Wow.
We need like a over.
I thought I tagged in, didn't I?
Hey.
If what you say is true, the Shale Soul's position in this region could be influenced.
Everyone
Many-
could be friends.
Or else.
Many
Exactly.
people blame the Onyxhearts for what has happened.
Well, now it kind of makes sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
The stories that we hear from the Onyxheart side of it is that, you know, he did it for good. Yay, I'm the hero. I save everyone. And
Well,
but now it looks like he doesn't save everyone and kind of fuck some people over for a long time and possibly curse some lands. And
right, but if I remember correctly from the stories,
which you do, I'm sure.
he probably like 87% correctly most of the time. I think he had no clue what he was picking up when he got it.
Mm.
So there's something to that. I just remember, and it's like a flashback, flashing back to Gil, like they're all just drunk. And it's, and I think it's like Tynaricus like just ranting about like, I don't even know. Like just picks it
I
up.
call myself Big Papa all the time. Nobody else says it.
Yeah, no. It picks
I
up.
love it when
I
you call me
couldn't
Big
pee.
Papa.
I couldn't pee. And then Gil's just like, they're just both drunk, like, you couldn't pee. Like, and it just goes back. But it's like a short.
You see, it's just like, you know, this in the darker moments of having a drink with Tynaricus, you do see the weight of an adventure on his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this cost that had clearly been paid for his transition from one place to another. You know, when arriving in the world of Ganjaria, the people needed leaders, and being a strong warrior that he was with the Burakkans that he had trained, like he kind of became a perfect fit. And as Mab originally was intending to kill the races of men, Tynaricus stood up against her as well. And so proving himself through metal, the Indicus Empire was forged. And so it's like now this news to you is not so striking, Gil. This kind of answers a lot of, quiet moments of reflection after mention of earlier times, that this decision, no matter if be aware of this curse or not, but the things that he felt he had to do to get to where the world is now had a burden on him.
Yeah, so I imagine it was like hundreds of years ago, right? Like it was like we're drinking together and we're just too blacked out, like
He
like
was fond of the
Gil,
drink.
just so.
He's
so
kind of
drunk.
goo also.
Yeah. And it was just him just ranting and being like, I didn't even do it. Was just picking it up. I was just picking up an axe.
He had
You see
just
an axe?
lost Lucille.
You pick it, yeah. You like
Didn't
tell
have an
the whole
axe.
story,
Did have an
yeah.
axe.
And then Gil's just like, it's
What
like
would
the
you
half
do?
asleep.
What would you do?
Yeah, what would you do? And then
What would
Gil's
you
just
do in that situation?
like asleep on the table, like while the story is being told, and then it flashes back to Gil being like, yeah, he just didn't seem to like. It wasn't like a premeditated thing or anything where he was like, I'm going to give them some blight.
Right.
He just went axe hand axe murder.
He just did the axe thing that everybody was doing.
Well, he serves up murderitas. He's like, no,
It's true.
He is famous for those.
It's true. Welcome to Fucktown. Yeah.
2 tickets.
there was always two.
Always 2.
Bring a friend.
Yes. Friends.
You see, Durgo is. I am not representative of any of the surface races.
See, that's why you can tell him he doesn't give a
I
shit.
live below them, but I do know the tentative balance of the peoples here. I trade with many of them. Even one person's truth can turn into another's lie. One more misdeed. We all know it true that Mab came to power through the actions of Tynaricus, but if he was doing it for good or selfish gains, that is the nuance of history. Those who write the books, Gil. You've read much lore of many different stories told the same way. Now, perhaps the Shale Soul can be reasonable with this knowledge, or it could be the hay straw that breaks the camel's back. We have camels in the Shadowfell. Don't worry, it's not weird.
I've never seen one. I've heard about the Shadowfell camels though.
They're called the
bullshit.
They're called the Shadow camels.
Do
Shadow
shadow camels.
That's also canon.
Yeah.
That's also canon.
Canon now. Shadow camels.
Shadow camels.
Well, our guy right here, his grandson, has definitely proven himself the opposite of selfish. Just present like rolling.
I'm just looking at that big lump of shit over there.
This guy just tried to beat our friend into a pulp.
Oh no, he
he-
succeeded.
Well, he tried. No,
bloody mess. Just didn't kill you.
And he still forgave him, and he's still breathing.
little bit.
I'm just gonna give him a little like kick to the nuts, but the rock so I'll stub my toe on it. Just like a,
God damn it!
You feel a sting in your toe. Kind of kick on the
Take
stone
20
body.
damage.
Oh god.
And make a save before you die. And so, yeah, you see you kind of kick over at him and sting your toe. Brawley's still unconscious.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Now,
I feel like maybe I hit him too hard. He should have woken up
The
by
longer
now.
you're unconscious, like, it's not good. We should take him to
He was
the
trying to kill me though. I mean, what would you do? What would you do in that situation?
He sounds just like his grandfather.
What did you do?
Wow.
Whoa.
That happened right there.
Yeah, wow, you,
Beautiful.
you really are just your grandfather. That shit's crazy. Well, cool. Regardless, we're gonna have to fight this worm to get some Cleos to look real cool for Thoricus's, Indicus's entry way to be like,
Yeah.
look what we have.
I
Take this.
agree. I feel like there is a value in numbers. So should we go and talk to this? Is there any objections to this mercenary group?
Let's
Mercenary
go
group
to the
over
mercenary.
Let's go to the Mercians. The Mercians.
are you talking? Can he hear you?
here? Oh no.
oh no.
Hey, you're from around these parts.
Yeah, Dingo, you're from here, aren't you?
We are gonna go. We're
Durgo.
meeting with some mercenaries. Do you know stuff about mercenaries that are around these parts?
Oh, there are many. Chuggos chewers, for one.
Yes,
wanna
I know
reveal
we
that
can't.
one.
I know that was
Uh,
that
Also-
sucked for you.
Is that the one that's like up the way?
That's-
Is that?
you know what?
No.
You see, he's like, Gil, campfires each have their own identity.
Oh,
Really?
I've smelled this one before.
Oh.
The smoke is cold. I'd say it's the Icebourn.
oh
The
goodness.
Icebourn.
Oh, okay.
Both of you and Tynaricus kind of like sit back. So the Icebourn, for those of you that are like familiar with this region, they are humanoids that have been infused with living ice, and so their skin becomes pale and blue,
Oh.
and they forge pure ice armors, and they have these like insanely powerful like frost-driven mechanics, somewhat fused between rather than the Diesel Dynasty, which is fire, and the same technomancy that the Steelborn came from. It is this like ice fusion of that same thing. And so the marauders that are known as the Iceborn, they phase out all under the mantle of one leader. And I do have her name, so I'm gonna bring up the right page right now. Sorry. And you know that Skith Nara.
What?
Skith, S-K-I-T-H, apostrophe, N-A-R-A. And she is the head Droga of the Iceborn. And so Droga is like their shaman, like their leader. But basically, like as they are forged to be tested in the realm of battle, they are brought out, serve as mercenaries, and then return to places unknown. It is said that an arcane wizard from the Diesel Dynasty came back before the war between Diesel Dynasty and the Onyxheart Empire started growing, and made this race, kind of like Dragonborn are. Like Dragonborns were created by wizards. The Iceborn have fused living ice with like the humanoids, and so the campfire that he references up the way, that it would seem like the Iceborn have set up camp down that way.
Oh, Iceborn.
That's exciting. Well,
Are those
how's
right
everybody
guys?
feeling? Should we head up that way?
Do they have a cold personality?
Can he hear you?
Yes.
To the whole-
That's like all I say.
Get out.
Yes. You see, he laughs along. Actually, again, it's like having people at his fire seems to be one of the common joys of this roguish life that he lives. Kind of wondering. You see, he once more considers the task that sits before you. He reaches into his fire and he pulls out a log and blows out the blue fire upon it. It lies dormant.
You see he scrawls Ado on the side of it, and with it these magical runes appear.
Oh.
Ado, ADO. He gives it to you, Gil.
Hey! Dope.
If in this encounter with this worm you require my help, light this torch, wave its smoke in the many holes, and I will find your fire.
You know, Gil, we've got like backpacks and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Great. Just want to let you know there's options.
Yeah, thank
Right.
you. Thank you very much.
You're my buddy.
Gooing down the hallway.
You see, yes, he it offers you all safe travels. I hope to see you again. Perhaps not in the midst of a giant battle with a purple worm, but
But it might happen.
but I already said it.
Gear up.
Gil.
Gear up and gear out.
Gil,
Gear
Gil.
up.
As you guys echo down the cave. So yes, there is this, there's this path, the cave that he had pointed to. As you kind of start approaching, you do smell the smell of a campfire. But again, you've kind of noticed that it tickles your nose with frost. There's like a strange, like frozen humidity to even the smoke from their fire. But yeah, you guys have like time before you continue down that path. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do?
Nope.
I don't know, El Presidente, do we want to do anything? I want to include you.
Thank
You-
you. That's nice.
I felt like you were being ignored, but we just couldn't see you.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Great
You know, I knew you guys, because you wouldn't have ignored me for that long.
Not knowing
no,
that.
We just kind of assumed that you
Well, not
had
on
nothing to
purpose.
say, I guess, or that you were hiding. You're just keeping it going. I didn't want to get in the way of your steez.
That's great. But here's the thing. If you can't hear me in your head either,
Oh,
something's probably wrong.
that's true.
I'm just gonna lay that on the table.
I hadn't
That's
thought about
true.
that.
Just gonna.
Shit, sorry.
You know what? It's okay. We're here learning together.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
do
gonna
better.
just do better. So
Right.
with that,
That's
we.
right. Through the
Oh,
brain.
yes.
That's right.
Thank you, Rex. So we just move forward. Let's go. Let's go chat with these people.
I'm already halfway down the hallway.
I'm thinking
Gil's
about
already-
worms this whole time.
Yeah.
I got worms on the brain.
We're in break.
What ice and worms? Like, I'm just trying to think how, and if that's a good thing. Would I have any idea or insight on?
I tried ice, I think, when we were fighting the purple,
You tried
the
ice?
baby. Yeah. Because I have fire and ice abilities. And I don't think either of
Oh.
them really did a difference. I'm trying to remember. Gil, do you remember?
To the purple worm.
Do you remember what happened in that
When
fight?
we
fought?
when we heard about that story about the really bad goo person that was fighting the baby purple worm, not us, obviously. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Shit, we might got to deal with that guy too.
I'm gonna say I don't think he's gonna be a problem anymore, and I don't know why, but that's just.
If I get eaten, if I run into that guy again in an esophagus,
He's
I'll
too
let you know.
small. We don't give screen
That
time to
once.
racists, to goo racists.
To goo
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah, at this moment, each of you kind of had a personal interaction with this creature in the way that the encounter unfolded. You do recall that it didn't seem to have elemental resistances. Now, this infusion, the child at least, the mother is said to be part of the earth elemental, if Rembrandt is to be believed. So ice would also not be hindered against an earth elemental mind, set as well.
Right. Poison is not good, though. It would probably be resistant to that.
That was the tail. The
Right.
tail did poison as well.
Right.
The baby's tail.
And that's what you recall, because you saw it shooting around.
It might be worth also asking these mercenaries that live down here and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
been
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, the
What an
more the merrier.
icebreaker.
She did the thing.
That's our president. President. That's our president.
Let's wrap up Weed&d, guys.
Oh dear.
I love it.
Yes, Rex, you got swallowed, so your recollection would be of the acid damage that you sustained inside of it. So they do have the ability to swallow you.
Okay. Cool. Well, good to know.
You've got your nightmares to thank for that, so.
Hey,
that
Is like a
knowledge.
belly button like a keyhole, or like a sphincter like a keyhole in a body? Like, so if I get eaten, could I like go?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point that every dungeon master reaches in his DMing career. Can I go in its butt?
No.
Or out of its butt?
No. I didn't even think that yet.
Not
so
can I?
to know.
I just want to know.
Oh no, I
feel like
wanted
that's
to
what
It happens
all
more
went.
often than you might.
Wait, what were you thinking?
I didn't want to get into anybody's butt. I
Or
was
out of
literally,
the-
I was thinking of coming out of
His
like the
belly button.
body and the belly button,
Yeah.
like an ear.
What is
you
the
know?
butt hole but the belly button?
Right.
I didn't think about
That's
that.
just a stomach butthole.
I don't. That's true.
That's
no,
time
I was
somebody
thinking-
said it.
Sorry, I did say sphincter. There's sphincters in the top and bottom of your stomach.
Yeah.
So like an opening,
Yeah, yeah.
closing. Okay. So I want to know like how like it's keyhole sized, and if this thing is very big, am I capable of being like, I came out of your nose, haha, like. Wee.
You could probably try.
Yeah.
If you recall the last time, he was kind of like grappled inside of there. There's also a damage mechanic that kind of helped get him kicked out. But yeah, I would say that if you would have perhaps advantage on your saves in there is how that would translate.
Okay.
Like being able to get away, your escape check DC might be a little easier, or the damage threshold may lower if it's you that is swallowed.
Maybe I just goo around in there and I get into the back of its mind.
You get in there.
I just
It's
goo
like
around.
feels like tendriling in, yeah.
Yeah, a little goo.
Well, it's definitely something we can think about, Gil.
Yeah.
But hopefully we won't have to get to a point where you have to go inside a worm. But
Right.
it's nice to know that you're willing to do that.
It's just he got eaten and I saw it happen and it was really terrifying.
This time we got these greens though that'll put her right to sleep.
Ah.
I think we
Yes.
got just enough.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that right, Sylvia?
She's very.
You see, she had some of them.
She seems fine.
Blood sticking out of her
Just
mouth.
these stars just following us in the corner.
Yeah,
There you
she
go.
seems fine. She must just be very
She
strong. It
gets it.
happens to all of us. So
She's like,
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Let's
Oh, yes.
cool.
Yes.
Right.
We're just doing this as we're walking down to meet these
yeah, you guys come.
Icemen. Icebourn. Iceborn.
Iceman.
Iceborn.
So you guys kind of come around, you bid Durgo farewell. He, gestures to the wooden torch stick to light it if you need of him.
Bye.
You see he kind of is dampening out his campfire and preparing to break down his little spiderweb tent. And, waves you off as you continue on.
Goo.
Are we like dragging this guy? How are we transporting this dude of yours?
We've got
Raleigh.
a sleigh.
There's the sleigh. That is how you guys have got monster heads around in the
We
past.
still
You
have. I'm
Yeah.
glad we still have the sleigh. Turn around and like, good job,
You
sleigh.
pat the sleigh and you remember that it's actually the exact piece of
Yep,
wood.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I
crushed
instantly regretted
Detective
it.
Samuel's body.
I instantly regretted it.
Yeah, you. Shay, you remember this? It's the horse boat from the carriage when you stepped on.
You know
on-
what? I didn't do that. Nope. I very quickly.
No, I
was
saw
the
you.
fir-
You
I
jumped
was
off the top of the
first
carriage and you landed
person
right on the horse
to
boat.
remove myself from the thing crushing Samuel.
All right.
Other people didn't do that. I'm just saying, I did.
I'm just an ooze, so I don't.
I'm just a news.
I don't qualify. I think I just don't qualify.
I'm just
so
a news. Can I go home?
I'm just an ooze.
I'm just news.
I'm just a ooze.
Life is a nightmare.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, you lifted it and we both, yeah.
that's great. You killed it.
Did it.
He was good. He was a good horse.
I
And let
don't
the sleigh
qualify as-
carry on his memory.
Great.
At least.
Yes.
Dave, I don't qualify as people, so I guess we'll just get out of here.
You notice that again as you kind of just like grab Raleigh's body and like move him over a little bit, and he's just like he's like completely
Still
out.
out.
It seems
he
like
breathing?
it's more than just a physical unconscious. Like
Right.
that
He's
drawing upon the
tired.
powers he was calling upon seemed to have like overtaxed his body.
He's sweepy.
But he is like, yes, if it was just a physical, like a knockout by now, even just the movement of him alone
Will we know
should have
anything
roused him
about?
from his sleep.
Like that ritual that he was doing with the void and the fucking green glowing fist energy and all that.
Yes, this strange interaction between him and this place beyond. Again, like we never found out like what the deal was with that. But that strange energy that he drew upon again to like break off all of those other guys and almost kill you all, calling upon that seems to have taxed his very soul. And so it, you guys can probably rouse him. You have magical healing and things of the sort. But it does not seem like he's going to be easily woken at this.
Don't wake him up. He just talks and talks and talks.
I was
Alright.
gonna ask, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna be real mad when he
He's-
wakes up?
I mean, he was pretty toxic when he was awake before.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine after getting his ass kicked, he's probably not going to be in the best of spirits, you know?
Do we think that what is on his mind is very important?
At this moment, I don't know if we
Not probably right
necessarily
now.
need
He's
to.
probably just unconscious, you
Alright.
know? I mean, we could, if it's always on the table that his mind can be read, then that's pretty fucking sick nasty, am I right?
Good timing too.
Convenient. Yeah.
All right. One of you just would be able to come.
What?
What?
Well, see, so I can actually do the thing that we do with
Yeah.
multiple, as long as I can see them and I'm within a mile, I can
Oh.
just do it.
All right.
But I can only have
Can I?
4.
Can I go, okay, like, if I'm gonna talk to the mercenaries, I think it should be me, obviously.
Well,
Obviously, I'm gonna become real good
I
friends
mean,
with these mercenaries.
should we? I mean, maybe like we should go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty charismatic, I think.
Well, I was saying if she said one person can't.
Oh, only one.
So
Yes.
we can all go together.
Yeah.
We can multitask, friends.
Yeah.
We can multitask. It's just one person won't be in on the other thing.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll fill you in.
Thanks.
Gotcha.
Sylvia, Sylvia, do you have any objections to this?
Oh yeah,
plan?
why didn't Sylvia sit this one out?
Nah, man. Nah.
Great. I love it.
You guys
She's
hungry?
doing great.
You guys hungry?
Okay.
Why don't you snack?
Grab some more of this stuff from the basket.
Oh no,
maybe not them.
So do you want, it's just an option. You guys, you might understand him a little better. It's an option on the table. We can do it. And we can see if anything's going on in his brain. It could also be really bad and scary. That's also a warning.
Right, he was like doing that weirdo dark magic stuff. I don't know if we want to be digging around in his brain right now.
Sounds like there was I heard about this story of hags happening all over the place.
Oh,
Hags.
fucking
Hags are
hags,
just
man.
the worst.
This sounds like some more of that hag bullshit.
There's just like a hag
Someone
walking
coming
by in the
together.
cave. Just like,
Ham?
Pickles just is like, like Pickles comes
Just
water.
gonna go in and wax the,
just-
wax the head.
It's just
I just threw
blood.
its face.
She's just blood. Yeah.
This is the second worst
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that happened
This
today.
just sounds like
The
another
quickest
version of
break the
that.
chain.
Yeah.
She's Goku and pretty heavy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just thought of a hack walking by.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
This sounds like some other version of that. So we just probably go dispense of, like, he's probably just got evil thoughts in his mind, doing evil things.
Probably.
My
Yeah.
grandfather
At least
told
you got
me a
him
story
kinda
once
pent
about
up
a
a little
night
bit.
hag
That's true.
You got
inside
your
his
shackles. He's
So that's why I bring it to the party, right? So we're weighing the options here. Is it more beneficial to do it, or should we just let it lie? It's just an option that is on the table and might be not necessarily. I mean, I can do it even if he's not unconscious, but he's unconscious. We might get thoughts that he might not normally have when he's
Oh,
conscious.
subconscious.
Yeah.
Wait,
Did you get your psychic knife degree?
are we not
Where?
in control of what you guys can and cannot hear in our minds?
What?
Like, would he,
You guys been talking to me?
like, would he
Some people like pickles.
Would he know that he's
Cucumbers
being listened
pickled.
to and like not have thoughts or like
As you guys have experienced, there is a sensation of connecting to that magic.
right? Like would he know like any thought? Like so you guys can't hear all of my thoughts, right?
We are linked.
Like all of my thoughts.
We are linked.
Wait, all of them?
All of a sudden,
Like does that
Wait.
mean you know all of my memories?
Only if you share them. No, because like
Oh.
I can't go through your brain and just like pick out stuff. But we're just linked.
or at least she's telling you that.
Yeah. But we can communicate with him.
Yeah, maybe I'm done with that. You guys can go ahead and connect with that guy.
I don't know if
It's
I
like
want to
takes
be.
Travis and like,
I'm
no one's supposed to know about Travis.
I think maybe I don't want to be on the family plan anymore.
I don't think I want to be that's all my thoughts are heard. Then I think I'm okay, and you guys can connect with that guy.
I wasn't aware
She's
that.
been downloading all your thoughts. Like,
Yeah, I'm
shit,
like,
here's
what
the
is
big
all
bad
that?
guys we just broke.
I like
That's
that
the
very
big reveal.
much. Feels a little-
No, we just speak telepathically. That's all it is. I'm not shifting through your memories.
Well,
Not sure.
so then how will
You're not
he
like-
know?
I can't shift anymore.
Can't mind flay or anything like that. are
Well,
you?
what I'm saying is, how will he know to connect and communicate with us versus having just a thought in his mind?
I've never
I
tried
get
it
it now.
before. Okay. You know what?
All right.
Just
I see
know
what
that
you're
I
saying.
can telepathically link with anyone that I see within a certain distance.
Okay.
And he's there, and he's not dead.
You've
which
never
means he's
tried it with an
having-
unconscious
Never
person
anybody
before,
unconscious
really.
though. This is the first time.
It'd be the first time. It'd be the first time trying to do it with an unconscious.
So we don't know if it's gonna stir his noggin
It could.
or if we're just.
I
in
don't
his-
know.
Well, he's
just-
handcuffed,
it's an
so
option.
we should be fine, right?
I don't know. That's why I didn't just do it and be like, surprise. I asked the group first.
Thank you for that.
There's a
You're
reason
welcome.
you're the president.
Thank you.
I just got like I was very comfortable with our brain link. I don't know if I really want to share it, but if it helps the group, hey,
It's only
about
for a
helping.
certain amount of time. It's not permanent. So it
Can you
wouldn't
have
be.
two links going at once? Probably not.
I mean, unless you're like.
I gave you,
Skip.
that'd be tricky. I did take away your ability to shapeshift.
You'd
Maybe
100%
that's
did.
So now
give
you
one
can
extra phone.
multi-communicate.
I give you call waiting.
Call
That's the payout.
Shay's brain, please hold.
It's canon. That's it. So you can't have two mind links active at once, only because of how utterly confusing some of the role-play encounters could be.
Yeah.
With who is in whose phone call.
Holy shit.
I like to challenge myself to something
Great.
that will destroy
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Quit playing your game. Get off the line.
What?
All right, the lines are temporary. This one's the
But
strongest.
what
link.
if you won't hear what's going on? You'll just hear
Yes,
very
I'll
high.
bring only just 4 people in the team. All right, so I'm gonna. What if let's just see what happens, guys? Because we can just ignore it if it's bad. Might be tricky, but we can just
You're
ignore
out,
it. So
you're
who
out.
wants to?
You're out
We
for
can
the
just make
I'm
some
out.
maybe.
That's fine. I
So
mean, what
someone-
I'm saying is, what if he just says nothing because
Then he
he's not
says
choosing
nothing,
to communicate?
but we won't know unless I try.
Okay.
You would have, because everybody got a long rest, you would have had to use one charge of this. So all your stuff is back to full.
Yeah. I figured I had to burn one.
So
I
yeah,
need the
one for the
time.
party chat, and then there would be the
Fun,
second
right?
one for the
All right.
to activate.
Well, then
Do you
yeah,
want me to roll
have
2 of
fun.
them?
No, just one for the
Let's
how
roll
many
one.
He's
hours?
Okay.
kissing Tynaricus in his dreams.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be the best.
Yeah.
Actually, you should roll 2.
Will you
One
tell
for
me if he
your
is?
link with you guys? And one
Yeah.
for your link.
Okay,
Remember, you
thanks,
can
buddy.
shut off that link at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No.
Okay, well, I guess I should say which one is which, right? And not just roll the 2 and be like, the better number
That's
is
that's
this
an old.
one.
That's
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That's I've played with many people that aren't honest about that.
Okay, this one's his link, and it's 3
Okay, so 3 hours for.
for call waiting.
Okay.
That's what we'll just call it.
Call waiting.
And 3 hours. It's easy, guys. It's 3 and 3.
3 and
Solid
3.
3-hour window.
3
on
3
both.
for both ways. For
It's
what?
just like having really
Two-way
mundane
calling.
thoughts, like Thursday was after Friday, but just 3 hours of it. You can't.
Right, well, that's fine.
All right, so you intend to do a mind link with
Yes,
Ferocious.
yeah. Just to see if we can find some information. You have to come, regardless. You're on this one.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I
And
wouldn't miss it for the world.
Gil, you don't want to come?
No, I'm good.
Really? Really?
All right.
I'm good.
I'm good. Good up, guys.
Okay. So then on the second line, it's gonna be
Oh, this is going to be fun.
great. It's gonna be Ty here. That's gonna be my boy Reks. And it's gonna be Sylvia and me with this dude. So here we go. It's our
Yeah,
four.
you can leave Sylvia out if you wanted, if anybody wants in.
Okay, great. We'll do that. So
No,
Sylvia,
no, that's gonna be
You like plug it into her.
I don't consent. Hey, then I
Just turn your
respect
goo tooth off.
Good.
that. Yeah. Okay, so as we're about to do, remember it works the same way. So if he is awake, actually, he's unconscious but alive and just can't wake up.
He's a foldy.
He could say stuff to us. We don't just get to talk to him. He also can talk back to us.
Oh.
It's just like what we're doing now.
I don't know if I want to hear that again.
Well, you can turn it. Put it on mute.
He's so hateful.
It's only for 3 hours.
deservedly, I suppose, but...
3 hours, but we can also sever it at any time. It doesn't have to be 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Hopefully he's got
But that's
something
the
useful.
limit.
He's
And he
lived
might.
down here. This is where, this is his domain.
Or-
so maybe we can get some kind of strategical tips out of it. He's probably not really thinking about the place. He's just really...
Right.
And
It's like-
regardless, we're learning information because if it works, great, we've learned that. And if it doesn't work, great, we've also learned that.
That's for true.
So it's a win-win either way, guys.
just gonna be real quiet.
Just listen. All right, let's go. Link.
Did stop. Hello?
You know, through the power of magic, we see the mind link that connects each of your minds kind of duplicate itself over top, and you watch as some of the currents of the magical energy shift over and plug into Raleigh, whose unconscious body lays on the ground. You guys feel this kind of like weird hollow sound, as if you're like piercing through a veil of memories. You hear him shouting, "Coward!" A great crushing sound. "Liar!" Another great crushing sound. And as the kind of like through line between your guys' minds connects, you kind of get this impression of him punching at a stone wall. "Coward! Heathen!" Suddenly, it turns into a time signature. Like that of a song. You guys are all kind of sitting there listening to this mind link, and, Gil, you kind of turn over and look. You see Sylvia, or sorry, not Sylvia, Shaymira. Gosh, I can't even say that's the wrong one even.
Yeah, way wrong.
Well, you said Sylvia right, though.
I know,
That's
exactly.
true.
That's
There you
what's
go.
crazy. It was wrong, the other wrong way.
Yeah.
Anyway, the wrong right way.
Right.
All right. So Gil, you're kind of like watching, like, what's going on with this thing? And you see, that one strand of stone hair that Shaymiria had shown after her connection with the Song of Stone. Suddenly you see the roots of her hair
Oh, girl.
start turning to stone. You see almost an inch wide of this stone starts going out, and you swear you can start hearing this, like,
I can't hear shit. I'm just watching. I'm like, okay.
Pulling the sled.
Yeah, just pulling the sled, making my way downtown.
yeah, so you're just kind of like scooting around, you look around the corner, you can see the encampment, you're sure not to just like reveal yourself right away. But yeah, you kind of look back and you can see the strange stone, crawling up, out of the center of Shaymira's hair. You kind of turn and look down the end, and you see at the far end of the cave, there's just this kind of like snowy drift, and the blizzard from outside comes through cracks in the cave walls. You see kind of this wispy wind, and these two red glowing eyes turn on. They illuminate this kind of shamanistic headdress of this pale blue and white skinned humanoid. The rumors of the Icebourn that you had heard, this seems to be one of their ilk. Behind the two glowing red eyes, a pair of glowing blue eyes. One really big above her, one small before her. You hear the icy draw of a sword. What? And you see just frost coming off the blade. And that's where we're gonna pick it up after intermission.
Come on. I knew it.
Everybody's turning.
We ain't found shit.
We're not blind. We can see everything that's going on. It's
Everybody
just
turn the stone right now.
Everybody know. All right.
The lights go gray.
Did you guys hear Weed&d
I'm just
Stone?
gooing around.
They're
Just
so
stoned.
stoned.
So stoned.
So
My
stoned.
friends are getting so stoned.
All right, so we do us a 10-minute intermission here, guys. Check out the incredible, amazing art from the incredible community of artists that contribute to the show. Yay. Listen to the incredible music made by Sandy Stein, who does all the original music that you are hearing through this episode and all the other ones. And guys, we're gonna fill up our waters. We're gonna roll. I'm gonna definitely roll into the joy. Remember that song?
Do it.
And then we will be back in 10 minutes to deal with some things that are happening.
I'm so excited to deal with these things.
Yeah.
Some brain things.
We'll see you guys in 10.
Your roots are showing.
Oh, God.
Welcome back, buds, to Weed&D, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I'm wearing the raid helmet because we got a raid. Boom, boom. Thank you so much.
That
Another
one's
world
for you.
tap. Thanks for bringing your people our way. Oh, the good old raid. It's sharp. That was actually more dangerous than it might appear. I'm doing my
Way
own
more
stunts here,
dangerous
too.
than it looks.
Thanks, guys, so much for joining us. We have been having us a pretty awesome little sesh here. Some of this Weed&D.
Sassy.
Get in it.
Lots of things going on, but we're prepared to jump into a mind link with Brawly Shalefist. Thanks everybody for all the bits and stuff. I know we don't catch you during the show, but we really do appreciate it. And we appreciate you. Thanks for being here. All right, dudes. How you feeling?
Let's go.
Let's go.
What do you say we jump back in the
Oh, time.
Swear we heard it when you were gone. There was still like yeah.
It's there. It was
I always just splat
just there.
and then come up.
Splat.
Yeah.
And then a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
Got it.
Got him.
It's just a really good visual.
Wow.
All right, you guys are, sitting there, enduring this mind link as Shay, you suddenly, you see kind of this swirling maelstrom in front of you, and as this song, this just kind of bass beat of these fists punching against stone kind of pulses, you realize it is the bottom tone of that song that you heard rolling down the cave. And so, again, once more, you're kind of connecting to this strange psionic energy that these monks do as well. And in your mind, you see the picture in front of you of Shalefist, of Brawly Shalefist, just punching away at these stone statues. See time's fragmented. There's many copies of him all around. His mind is in turmoil. You've seen minds like this before, but it's only in the most very troubled. And so it's like you had to pierce this extra layer into his mind because he's so withdrawn within himself. But you just hear him screaming, "Coward! You promised me power!" And he's swinging away. Suddenly he looks up and he sees you. "What are you doing here?"
I'm trying to figure out what your deal is.
What's your problem, mister?
My deal?
Yeah.
You see, he punches a statue and it is reformed again. He punches through 3 of them before he stops once more. His big, giant, stout body, he's kind of heaving.
You making much progress? Kind of seems like it just keeps rehappening.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So do you consider yourself like a man who thinks very well for himself?
I'm a fool.
I mean, I could have told you that. Hey, buddy. You're hitting a brick wall that keeps reappearing over and over and over again.
See, he grabs one of them and he tries to throw it at your image. It just phases right through you.
I get that you're very angry. There's a lot to be angry about. I am also a very angry person. I have a lot to be angry about. But you know what? Anger's gonna do literally nothing. There is a blight coming. It doesn't matter what you're going through, what your little feud is, what power you're trying to seek, even if it is from the blight. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be nothing. It's not gonna do any good. No power is gonna help you. The blight comes for everyone and doesn't care who you are or what you've done. So you being all angry and being this tough guy and breaking things down, what are you accomplishing? Nothing. You can be angry. That's your deal. But you're not helping anyone, not even yourself. You're stuck in the same pattern.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's staticky. We're having a sound issue?
Oh,
All right. 1 sec. Did that fix it? I was a little loose here. I kind of pulled on it. Yeah, I was a little loosey-goosey. Sorry, guys. It may be mine. I felt like it
It sounds better.
Is it bad?
okay, yeah. Maybe this one's just getting a little set. Is that good?
That's
We
one.
still staticky?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Epic speed.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to switch to the...
Yeah, let me go ahead. I'm just going to swap real quick.
Swap it out.
And so,
After she finishes
Yeah.
that.
Boom. Psych drop.
Yeah, after she finishes that thing, you just hear like a whisper in the wind. It goes, "Classic pickles are weird." Because like pickles would always be like, "We're all gonna die. Who cares?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Sick, helping
I'm thinking of pickles right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, this guy, that's been a problem.
Yeah. The song that helps balance out so that it doesn't take over is I hear, you don't love me.
Yeah.
And you'll never love me again.
Punching.
I'm still inside.
Change it and dress it up so we don't get copywritten. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different enough.
You don't shove me down.
Yeah.
Never,
There it is.
never love
Sure
me
won't.
again. Shove me again. You never
Shove me
shove-
once.
Shame mirror on you.
Yeah.
Shove me
once.
twice.
Help me up.
Shamira.
All right. Shamira.
Yeah, if you zoom out, like these guys are all having a mental thing. If you zoom out, it's and then like zoom out of their heads and then zoom into Gil's head, it's just like
It's she's hold music.
yeah.
You're on hold.
She's like, I didn't consent to this. I don't want that. I wanted that to be my own thoughts.
Still there?
No.
But I didn't know that it would do that. So when we come back, you have to tell me.
Oh, it might be. Is it on you? You don't hear it?
Yeah, my speech was so powerful,
Oh, okay.
it interfered with welcome.
You feel good now, everybody? Sound
Yeah,
is
I feel
okay?
good. Everyone's
Checking with
good.
chat.
Oh yeah.
I feel okay.
Check it.
Is there-
Check
I'm
it.
trying to see
Chat.
if like
Check in.
Here we go.
Checking in.
Doing it live, guys.
Live, baby.
Doing it live.
Sounds good.
Sound good.
All right.
Thank you,
test
Peter.
wiggles, test wiggles, test wiggles, test wiggles.
Test wiggles.
I like that.
But join us in the test
But
wiggles.
join
But
us.
join us.
But join us.
Yes.
All right. So yes, as this, furious Vrawley Shalefist sits in this kind of like mind prison of his own, after hurling this stone at you and listening to your speech, he's standing there, his fists are still clenched.
Power just went out?
And then the lights dimmed and he looks down at his hands, and you see that the stone of the hair on his hand starts breaking off. And this fusion of the Song of Stone as he has now stopped is no longer spreading. Even Gil, you notice on the outside as you look over at Shamira, the spot has stopped, but like the roots of her hair have all been turned to stone. You see them peeking out from under her hood. And
Good volume on that.
but yeah, you see he kind of looks down at his hands as they start to kind of like dissolve, like the hair of the stone on his arms starts fading away. Gil, you're standing there in the cave, and again the kind of the sound of the ice sword unsheathing as you look over, and you see indeed it is the Icebourn, staring at you. Now you have seen them before, Gil.
Yep. Sure have.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh no.
So you see, Skithnara, the head droga, the red eyes gleaming, the frosty blade being pulled out in front of you. She points it in your direction. There is some evil magic lurking over there, dear. Pointing past you.
I was like,
And at this mind link into Vrawley.
Oh. Yeah, they do that.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Well, so it's just you and us then.
Yeah, it is. Good to see you, ski ball.
You see, she's like, I told you never to call me
I'm
that.
so sorry. Listen, I thought I was just giving it a test of everybody, saying that maybe it's something that you were into. But I won't call you that again, I promise.
You see behind
That's
her.
a goose promise.
That's the goose truth.
That's the goose truth.
You're good for your word.
I'm good for my word.
You see like the two, blue eyes as they kind of start to illuminate the figures behind them. They're like bobbing up and down as if they're kind of laughing at this nickname.
This is typical.
And yeah, you see illuminated behind her are the two other forms. There's a slender female Icebourn behind her that has this strange like icy helmet and gauntlets of pure forged ice. You see that in the chest of each of them is this spot where the living crystal is said to be injected, kind of like an Iron Man arc reactor. There's this bright blue light that burns brightly at their chest, said to be the living ice of the plane of ice itself. And so you see she's standing next to it. She has teeth of all these like monsters from fallen hunts. She's somewhat of a seasoned Icebourn, probably returned, getting ready for the end of her journey. And next to her is the male Icebourn Zix. He's got tribal markings that are like a tiger's on his face. And you see he's got this gray hair that's adorned with all these bright ice gems. And all of them are kind of covered in these white animal furs, great, saber-toothed tigers and hard to kill beasts that they have felled as they've spread the mercenary name of their small group. It is just these 3.
Cool.
But their power is revered. They are, considered to be some of the strongest, especially Skith Nara. Like she has kind of overseen waves and waves and waves of these new Icebourn as she brings them through the trials of the proving grounds to be ready for their journey back. Again, back, nobody really knows where.
Yeah. She's like the head doja.
Yeah, we need your help.
I would say so. You see, she whips her blade, and this like whirring bend of pure ice just zips past you. Shamira, your mind link is broken. She takes her sword of pure ice, with frost glowing off the blade, and resheaths it. Shay, you kind of come out, you see this vision before you, and you feel this like strange sensation at the top of your head. Those of you present in the link that didn't see the same thing she saw, but heard what she heard. You're kind of sitting there for a moment. You feel this frosty cold in the air around you. Turn back, you see the glowing eyes of these Icebourn looking at you, parlaying with you.
Hi.
You see Vrali on the ground, still unmoving. When you look at his arms, you see the hair up to about his elbows has just sheared off into rubble around him. And you just see the strong arms of what would look like a normal dwarf.
See, I told you they were fine.
Give those types of spells much longer, and we'd be looking at a statue. I know the song.
Have we met?
I've seen it before.
But have we met?
Sorry, Shay, this is Skith.
Hi, Skith Nara.
Skith Nara.
Oh, the
That's it.
Icebourn.
Yep, that's
That's
it.
all
I
it's-
know names. Skith does not like nicknames,
I
and I
hate
learned
them.
that the hard way.
I hate
Ah.
Yes.
You do not live as long as I have.
But we go back.
We go back, Gil and I.
And then Zix.
Surprise, surprise.
I like give a little point over to you got Zix over there. Hi, Zix.
And how is that spelled? ZZXXYZ?
Zix is Z-I-X.
Thanks.
And then, I'm sorry, and the girl's name is Vio.
I know,
Like
it's like
Violet, but just V-I-O.
and Vio. And then you guys, this is Shay. This is Tiberius. This is Tiberius. This is Tycintius.
Tynaricus?
Tynaricus.
What is it? Could you
Tynaricus.
spell it for me so I can write it down?
Tynaricus?
Tynaricus. Tynaricus. And then we also have Reks, Milo here. And this is Ronaldo. Vrali.
Just this like unconscious,
Yeah.
tied up, shackled. You see, they look around at you. We heard there was a job.
Yes. Yeah, we have to kill a big purple worm. Do you want to do that?
You see, they're like glowing eyes. They get a little.
I'm gonna mince words.
It's the big one.
Time is money and money is pizza and pizza
The
is
Nurple.
fuel.
The Nurple.
You see, even like these battle-hardened ice creatures are like, oh, they're all kind of like looking around, like maybe we don't, maybe we. But you see, Skith speaks. I did not get to be head Droga, the Icebourn, by being afraid.
See?
I wouldn't fight it. But she gestures back to Vio and Zix. She's like, they would gladly. Are you prepared to pay the price?
Oh yeah, this is Sylvia too. She's stoned. Don't mind her. She smoked some of Dat Man's weed.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I looked and realized she was right there. But yeah, she's just so you're not alarmed by another person.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Stab her.
Yeah. That would suck.
The Icebourn may be bought in many ways: coin or blood.
Oh. No sexual
have any.
favours.
Trade us a bit of your life. Promise us that when you die, your body will be given to the ice.
I've been in this situation
I
before,
don't like
guys.
these
like,
deals.
You just,
They
they're
sound
not great
kinda
deals.
OP.
You
to
can also
have.
just pay with money.
And money is better.
what
I
is-
have a lot of
I do
money.
like the money.
Oh great.
Oh.
Maybe.
You see, I was going to say something.
Oh, just gonna
Yeah, give me a
announce
deception
that.
check.
I have a lot of money, and then I like show one of my knives. Maybe.
She's like, as quickly as you can summon manifest it, you see the blade is somewhat drawn.
All
the
right,
frost
you
is
guys,
filling
leave
the
it
air.
for the worm, you two, or just make out and get it over with.
Do you think she likes? Yeah, you see Skithnara kind of like turns and looks. If coin is how you would rather pay, let us discuss our terms. Please, our cap. She gestures back. Again, kind of like all animal furs, several tents that have just been set up. They didn't really know when or where they were meeting you guys. Garoth Garoth, right? No.
Dargon.
Dargon. I told you I was going to keep doing
Dargon
that.
it.
Deep Space Nine.
Dargon it.
Yeah, Dargon, had sent word to hire a mercenary group, and you guys, this is the one that heeded the call.
Oh, it's not Chumbo's.
Chumbo's chewers must be off.
Chumbo's chewers.
Chewing on something
Chewing
else.
on people.
But yes, you see,
glad it's not them.
Skithnara being presented this opportunity is like to not have to put her life on the line, but perhaps share in some of the wealth and Kleos of such a great kill. She's very interested.
I'm interested in why you're so quick to send your, colleagues, and you're not going to come and.
This is kind of what they do.
But
They're
but,
mercenaries.
I mean, sure, but
It's a squad.
Better and bigger numbers, and it seems like you have the most skill actually. So you would
Yeah,
be
tactical
the
knowledge
most
and whatnot.
beneficial in
We could use your
in
help.
the job, especially for the giant thing that we're going after. I feel like the more skill that can grace us with its presence is going to be more beneficial.
And you wouldn't feel right about taking any kind of credit for it unless you were there for the kill.
It just means so much more when you're.
Plus, if downs become ups, you're real quick and cool with that sword.
Yeah.
My 20 charisma rubs off on all of these people.
You just see a little goo behind him.
Yeah. This is exactly what's happening. I was like,
Mastery. Yeah, you see she, considers this, this is not the first time such words have been uttered to Skithnara. I have an ancient strength within me, but I cannot be bought for coin.
Sexual
I
favor.
require 2 blood givings.
What about friendship?
We make killer friendship bracelets.
I mean, we are probably the most epic friendship you'll ever have because we are the helping committee.
We have a sign-up form and everything.
Yeah, it's legit. There's chapters. This one's very strong.
You could be.
We have a dragon.
What do you think, Gil?
I think that there's going to come a point where there's going to be a whole lot of blood offerings for you to take because there's going to be a lot of people dying
There's a lot.
here soon.
I mean, it's not the plan.
I'm sure you've noticed those portals opening up with all these things. You guys have been eating good with all your Kleos and grilling on the outside and camping.
Well, it's got to be thrown after balance for you all too. You're just used to being the ice plane here, and now you got earth and fire and all kinds of shit.
But here's the thing, if we all don't just work together to close these portals that these big bad boas are coming through, there's gonna come a point where the 3 of you can't handle it and can't hack it. You think I'm being funny. I'm just making you a promise. This shit's gonna go crazy at some point, and then you won't be able to afford going hunting.
Dear,
Yeah.
the Icebourn serve the people. We do not need them. Death is a return to the ice.
Okay, then let's go.
But if I'm going to die, I will not do it lively. Give me a persuasion check.
Let's say we fight hags, we're.
You try anything.
What is that? Okay, so that's a 2, but I have a plus 13.
All right, so 15.
That helps.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind
That
of
turns that frown upside down.
And the persuasion, if the persuasion is not, I'm not trying to be like, you gotta want to do it. It's just me being like, you either do it now or you're gonna fucking not be able to
Or
do
you're gonna
it
deal
later.
with it without us.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem to scare.
Right.
You know what I mean?
and
So that's kind
fine.
of where this check comes in. You see, it's like she's girding the truth of what you've told her and
I mean, and
how
I'm
much
gonna-
that actually affects.
There are some people that don't have the perspective of knowing how big of a deal it is because they only deal with their own bullshit. So
It's true.
It's
Been
not.
monster.
I'm never gonna be able to educate her in that way. So
Yeah.
it's fine. So that's why I'm just like, well, you know, it's just a matter of fact. Like, you know, there's gonna come a point where there's gonna be too many monsters and not enough blood, like people to get stuff now. Like, you know,
Right.
there's not enough
Yeah. And
offerings. Also, I have no horse in the game. I have no blood. So
Got no blood. You're just blue. But if she likes who she is and likes doing what she's doing, then it plays in her favor too to help us. Because if she doesn't help us, she ain't gonna be able to do what she's doing no more.
Now, again,
Does worm blood count? There's gonna be a
you guys
lot
have
of
worm
that.
Do you like worm blood?
Like worm blood.
Oh my god.
you see at that, she responds, "You would give me your trophy."
Blood. It's like we're gonna split it up.
I still think the brains have to be
For the blood to
We're mostly
work,
looking
dear,
for that one gem, but
I
you
need
know,
the whole body.
What else?
wait, what?
She wants the whole thing.
All right,
She wants the actual trophy. Like she wants the body of the purple worm.
great.
That and she will join in. Skithnara will join in.
Do we still
part of
get the
the idea.
Cleos?
Then if you want to take the whole trophy, you got to help us. Because the whole point in this mission is because we need this also to get us somewhere. So you got to come with us to get this somewhere to prove that we were in on this so that we can get some sort of like good reputation from it. And then once
after
we're
that,
done with
it's all
it,
yours.
then it's yours.
You see, Skithnara breaks it down to you in the terms of a great battle. You know, there are the generals that command the field and gain all the glory, but the captains have strong positions at play. And the captains that are bestowed the most glory are those that are fawned by the general. So you see that it's like, yes, she will take the Cleos from this, but will also say you are the slayers of the creature. But you don't have the physical proof of that because she wants the entire purple worm corpse. So, you know,
What?
but you won't go, this won't be a net loss or anything. The idea being that if you're going to be presenting Cleos at the gates, being the people that actually killed the purple worm, if she stays true to her word and denounces you guys as the victors of the battle, you two would share in the glory. But the other two still cost money. So she's in now. She's in.
Great.
But this is their thing. This is like when they come here to do this. And so it's like through the mercenary trade, the kind of going on natural law of these lands, it is like she's willing to aid you. But if you want Vio and Zix to join as well, then there's coin to be paid. Or the blood price.
No.
Or there's
No,
still
down.
the blood price.
No.
There's always the blood price.
I got a knife right here.
I always support helping people.
You have a
helping
little
people
bit of
find work,
yours.
right?
I got this blood.
I support helping people and helping people find work. So I think those guys are gonna come too.
She's a good president.
That's why she's the president.
That's why I think that's why we voted for her. Did we vote for her?
Anyways, so
I was just told.
Hiring the Icebourn comes at the steep cost, 5,000 gold.
Whoa. That is much gold.
She's got 5,000.
remember where I
Hold on, guys. I've got this.
Do you?
Wait. No, I do not have this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Flat broke.
Tynaricus, because you got the two magic items, I was like, you ain't getting nothing
Nope.
else,
You ain't
bro.
getting nothing.
Put everything you had into that
Flat
setup.
broke.
okay.
But I got hot stats and hot weapons.
So Shay, you also came from the Kush Kingdom, so I would say you have at least 1,000 gold from the chests that you would have had coming
Well,
up on the
I
journey.
have at least 3,305 because I have that written down.
So that would be 4,305. You would basically need about 700 more gold.
Anybody got 700?
We can talk them down. We can try and
You want to split?
barter. Do we
Split?
have any items?
Split.
You want to split
Do you
it?
have lots of
You got
gold?
some gold?
Yeah, you want to split
Are
it?
you also rich?
You want to split it?
Wait,
that's just
are you
gold?
secretly
Yeah, Rex,
rich
if you don't
too?
mind.
You
Let's-
borrowed from me to get a
let's split
sandwich then.
Yeah, what?
Let's go halfsies. How much is the total there?
So
a checkbook.
just do 600 gold. We'll call it square. You throw in 6 and you,
have no
throw,
gold.
you throw in your net.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got.
Sorry,
And
guys.
including the gold that that's sent with you from the Kush
I
Kingdom.
pay with my personality.
Yeah, same. I pay with my company.
I can see why my grandfather likes you.
Mine's
We
not
are
even
good
gold. It's always,
friends. Old friends.
it's like minerals and just like gems and shit.
Dope.
That's my equivalent in gold because it's like, you know.
You see that as you're kind of like going through your possessions, how much gold did you have? Like what? Like
5,000.
5,000 total, right? So you see as you kind of open your bag, because it's a dope
What's
thing.
happening?
You see
could
their
hire,
eyes
like,
spill
10
upon
people to
these
come to
icy
this.
blue gems that you have inside the bag. And you see their eyes kind of glow, and they're like, those are of the most interest to us. Perhaps. They give you 300 back. So they take 6 from you, but they give you 300 back. And they
We're
take the blue
halvesing it,
icy
just so
gems.
you know. We halved it.
So rather than random
Same
gems,
discount
yes.
from my friend, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
We halved
Not the
amount.
whole cost.
He said we were halvesing it.
His cost. His 600.
This way, hey, I'm gonna.
But
lick
you
it
can
if
get
don't accept
150
that.
back each if you want to do that. There's 300 gold coming back your way. If you give them the cool blue gems that they like more.
Yeah, for sure. Can I get some for her too, or are they not budging on that?
That's to them, that's a pretty, it's like you're giving them the same value of stuff. They just really like these blue ice ones, as you can see in like all their headdresses and equipment.
They know how to accessorize.
Great. I mean, that's important.
But yeah, you see they like give him some gold back and you're like, I just gave him so much.
Wait, why am I getting?
I'm not very shifty or sneaky, but I'll, with my 0 sleight of hand, try and give you that back.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
300 gold.
Roll it. I just want to see it.
Oh my god. Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
this would be fun.
Why not?
Make a mess.
Make a mess.
19.
All right.
You're so smooth.
Yeah, you're the only one that notices. You're like,
Yeah.
Even with the
And I go, are you rogue? Are you? No?
Nah.
That was really good.
boss.
Really good.
He's called Bostonian.
Whole Boston, baby.
Grown up on the streets was hard life.
So wait, how much do I have now?
Pilfering folks and whatnot.
If you guys split that
So
3.
you only spent 300.
No. She spent like thousands. She spent 4,300 something, right?
You got 300 back.
And then you threw in 6, right?
Yeah.
And then so you just have him give the money back to her. She has 300. Cool.
So I have 300. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna write it down.
You're like, oh, I have so much. I had a lot of.
I'm not
You don't
a
really
happens
care
like
about
Tiger
it.
Strike
I just
gun,
like
yeah.
had it
It's
for
like
so
Tiger Strike
long.
There it is. There it
And then
went.
of course
It's
there's the
gone.
funeral expenses for all of Detective Samuel's children.
Oh, I've got to
Got a lot of
contact
kids.
some of my other charities and move some money around first. But I'll make sure to get that.
All right, so you see
God.
you see as they kind of as you guys again they've offered you to kind of come to their camp at this point. You see sitting around, it's like they do have like all the trappings of great hunters. Like it doesn't seem like any one of them is like particularly attached to any weapon or anything, but there's like a little portable ballista, and there's like it's like they have like kind of they're loaded to
That
bear.
shoots many dragon penises.
But yeah, you see as they kind of like look around you, invite you to their camp. You see again, they're like their campfire kind of glows with this like frosty hue. It's the flames are red, but the air around are just kind of cold as that flows over you. It's kind of striking to be near them. They're very quiet unless they're talking, and they're kind of like glowing gaze always just stares forward in front of them. It's rare that they like engage in any of the goings on as you guys are figuring out money and purchasing and things. And so you see that, as the last coin is counted, Skix turns and looks at you guys and says, so what is your plan? How do we take down such a quarry? I have been on many hunts. These two are very strong. But the worm lives because it is hard to kill. You must be careful. It's the largest creature any of you have ever hunted.
How do you know that?
I said, what's the largest creature
Oh,
any of
what's the
you
largest?
have ever
I
hunted?
thought you said it's the largest
no,
creature.
no.
I was like, what?
No, what is the largest creature? She asks.
Is Cinder Slag bigger than the worm? Like, are we looking at length or height?
That's fair. I would say Cinderslag was maybe like a little wider,
A little girthier.
not so tall.
Pretty great.
I
Like
found a
30.
blue
There's
last
3
once.
stories. 3 stories. They were about the same size actually.
Oh.
You know the Purple Nurple is, remember, you got like the different size of shades. The largest that have ever been said is 50 feet tall.
That's
Wow.
that's pretty big.
That's pretty
very
big. I had
large.
100 feet written down for something.
No, you didn't.
That's the top half of her.
Did.
Of course, you're right, Nicole. The bottom half of her, where the tail is,
Because
that's another
the
50
baby
feet.
was 40.
40 feet. You're right.
Oh,
So
I was like,
Shame.
is it
No,
another baby?
she's 50. It is 50 just
Okay.
because there is like that discrepancy.
This is a
at
big ass
play.
baby.
Yeah.
It's a big. I was growing up.
I have never seen it. Have you?
The Purple Nurple?
never
Yes.
seen the Nurple.
Not the Nurple.
No,
Just
I saw the tip.
Just the
once.
Nurplet.
Just
Just a nurplet.
a
yes.
Nurblet.
Hard to kill a quarry that moves through stone. You see, she pulls the ice blade out. It could be done. What if I could freeze the earth? Prevent it from escaping?
I mean, that would definitely help.
How much of the earth are you freezing?
Oh dear.
Big chunk.
It would be glorious.
Hi, hello.
You see it does, like it breaks, it's just staring at the blade.
We were talking. You're very pretty, knife sword. How much of the earth would you be freezing?
Enough.
I don't know what that means.
Say you wish to encapsulate this creature.
Uh-huh.
I could freeze the area around it
Okay.
so it could not flee,
Okay.
or I could perhaps trap it.
We're talking like this.
It could be the snare. Perhaps that is how you get to choose your location of battle.
That would help.
I like that idea. Okay.
I do not know these tunnels nearby. I will have to hone my ritual. What of Vio and Six? What would you have them do? They could scout the caves.
I was gonna say maybe scout.
Or a good location that we could like get
Somewhere
good
we have more-
positioning and
have more of an advantage.
tactical advantage is what. Yeah.
We want to give the Nurple some snacks. We got this sleepy grass, so maybe if they can distribute it naturally where it's not looking like bait, but starts getting Mama a little sleepy. Sleepy enough to get in the snare.
Right.
Yeah.
Love D&D.
I love
Sorry, I just
D&D.
love this game. All right, so you have 2 bundles. Do you want to give one to each of them?
Does that make sense?
I
Yeah.
think that makes sense.
Don't eat it, you'll fall asleep.
And get it away from Sylvia.
See, like, yeah, the hand, like,
Right.
Sylvia's hand is just like,
Yeah.
it just falls down. She got a little bit, yeah. Right?
Right.
All right, so,
Get them away from her.
okay, they are not, as far as this goes, like, you see, the Skith is willing to, like, help you figure this out. When it comes to the location that they should be looking for, what is that in these tunnels? You know, it's, you guys remember kind of seeing the Swiss cheese of tunnels from these creatures having gone through these areas. There are weekend areas where, like, you could maybe do a cave in.
I want to
There
do
are-
like a cave in, yeah, or like something that's got big sharp stalagmites, tights. I'm not which.
tights.
Tight to the ceiling.
Tights to
yeah.
the
Tight to the
ceiling.
all right, tights, stalactites.
Hella tight.
Hella tight. So yeah, we use a sleepy weed to put it to sleep, right? It can't escape. We knock the things down, it stabs it, like where it's at, someplace like that, and then we can have like a heightened vantage point and like shoot down from far away and do as much damage as possible. And then, you know, if it's still alive after that, then I don't know. Is that pretty good so far? Is that a good start?
No
You've
objections
I mean,
here.
it sounds like a good idea.
You're the Brogo expert.
If I
You've been
were
around
hunting
forever.
an ice rhino, a woolly mammoth, I would use a similar strategy.
They're pretty big.
If we can choose where we fight it, use that to our advantage. Oh, imagine what it will be like on the other side of the Black Gates.
Also, I heard a rumor that it won't really come out this far, so we're gonna have to kind of go back towards where we heard it. Were you around earlier? Did you hear the rumblings?
We did not.
Oh.
You know, they kind of came from the outside of the surface area through these strange cave tunnels and walls.
Okay. Well, yeah, we just have to.
Is there any like lava pits around here that we could like trick it into like burrowing through and it pops out? It's like, I'm gonna eat you. And it's like, no, fucker.
You see all the
Just
Icebourn are
lava.
like, oh, lava pits. Like they hate
Yeah.
it. They're like, yeah, we know where there's one.
No lava.
All right, well, yeah, sorry, man. We don't do that then. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, again, the conflagration of elements that has occurred around, you see that that Skiff kind of like looks off a little bit for a moment. Again, kind of like they become very centrally focused when they're not interacting with you all at once. And she looks off. It's like, I have seen close to the meteor's fall. There is lava indeed.
Oh, the media. Well, we was
Perhaps
going to go that way anyway, right?
Underground. I do not know how far these elements extend. But if you need lava, that's the last place we would go. So perhaps the place you want to be.
Well, I thought we was like getting to be friends. What's that all about?
Yeah, we just don't like lava.
Oh, okay.
Iceborn, living ice.
Oh, so you're good with us
Living
then?
ice. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But if we need you to help us.
Well, I don't know if we necessarily need lava. I was just thinking.
I don't know that I can freeze lava.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's-
But I can freeze earth.
yes. So
Let's
I
stick
think
with that
that's.
plan.
I like that. You had the first one that you were saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
I
Just
think that's a really
Pit of despair.
Pit of despair.
pitch of despair.
That's what we're
Yeah.
calling it. POD. POD. Shout out to POD.
Ah.
Yeah, puddle of dud.
Yeah. First day of the rest of my quest, I wish I would have known because I would tell my friend he's the best. I just did that. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Oh.
That was impressive.
flawless.
That was impressive.
all right. I'm so sorry. No, okay. So I'm liking this. So the plan, you're telling, in that sense, Vio and Zix, they're both going to help kind of try to find these locations. But it will take them a little time, and they will have to venture these tunnels by themselves. So, what is the ideal then? Is a place that's got some stalagmites tied to the ceiling, stalactites, and in these cave networks, freeze the area of earth underneath one of those, whichever one would be.
We want to
Do you want
try
it
and-
tight? Do you want it large? It's like these networks give you quite a bit of opportunities. You guys are trying to almost design your battlefield at this moment.
Yeah, I kind of want it to almost like knot itself, like it gets.
Well, we want to get the tail immobilized
Okay.
as soon as possible because that's the dangerous end. Well, more dangerous, I should say.
Okay. I like that.
So if
So
we can
small.
With
do like
two-
a cave collapse on a tail and then just
You do have 2 doses of that herb as well, so it's like if you wanted to have that be a first part of the objective, you know what I mean? Like use one to try to, sorry, this is Skith, but like trying to set up a trap to damage the stinger
right.
and then continue on. It's like there would be like multiple stages to it, but you would be nullifying some of the things. Like, that tail is bad news.
Bad
it does
news.
a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But yes, you see, like that could be a potential as well.
I mean, any input from you guys? I'm just spitballing here.
Guess it's between
Grandfather's the
spikes
battle
or
masters.
lava. I do like this. If you can freeze the area above, if we find a nice stalactite area, and if we can drop that down on the tail,
Maybe
pin her that way.
sever it or-
At
or
least the
damage it.
tail, right? If it can cover more, awesome. But at least the tails we're trying to get.
And kind of immobilize
Yeah.
it.
A team effort, a lot of
Going
timing.
anywhere.
It's gonna be down to the second, but
We're all very
pretty
smart
good.
and skilled. So,
we like to help.
and we like to help.
Or else.
Or else.
Or else.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't want the space to be too big, right? Because then it has more room to get away from the trap we're trying to set. So something that's smaller.
My power does have extent. A smaller area may give me more control over my frost.
And control is better.
What then? So now the idea being, one of these sleeping satchels will be set at a point to trigger this stalactite ice fall, attempting to sever the tail. Where would you like it to go? You still have one more use of that as well.
Is it possible to? Is there any way that anybody with weapons can put the herb on their weapons so that they can stab them with?
Try to see if you could force them to sleep with like a coating of
A
the
coating,
weapon.
like make an oil.
It could be delivered that way.
You could also, I don't know. Gil, you wanted to go inside the worm.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to know what would happen.
I mean, you volunteered to do it.
No, I said
So she's shoving the sleep thing.
no.
Yeah, it's like these bundles. Basically, you burn them and whatever. But if you wanted to smash it down into a coatable oil, if any of you have that skill set, I would allow it to be tried. If anybody has like alchemy or,
I mean, I've got some smithing in my background, but
yeah, and this is kind of like in the vein. I'm not.
I mean,
Medicine?
oh.
Yeah, that would work. A blacksmith check and a medicine check.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Go for it.
Now,
Go for it.
on a fail though, you might lose it. Now it's it's not especially like the DCs of these aren't crazy. You're taking a thing that already does a thing, putting it down into a single use. It's already the caveat is it's already a single use thing anyway.
Right.
Now, so that's I would say a low roll if like both of you fail is the only instance where you would not get it. But DC 10 for the medicine, 15 for the blacksmithing.
Sure. That's fair. What do we get any bonuses? I don't know where blacksmithing would be.
So
on here.
blacksmithing tools operate. You get proficiency with them. So you would get to add your proficiency modifier to that check. We're seeing if they give me
Stink sacks.
It's
We got
true.
stink sacks as backup.
No, a jack of all trades, you had
half your proficiency bonus to any skill check.
Okay.
With this being done, if it's only two of you, you could ostensibly like use aid or bardic inspirations or anything to affect these rolls. Bless would affect ability checks.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, bardic inspiration would be used.
Nicolaj. Do I have a gem over there?
Do you have a gem?
Oh, it wears off after 10 minutes though.
It does. I don't have a gem.
don't see it.
God, but
Oh,
my
fuck.
fuck just fell.
Ah,
Oh, my fuck.
This is to see how well the.
If we can process the sleepy grass into a.
Yeah, if like
salve.
only one of them succeeds, you'll get like a weaponable use of it rather than like setting up a thing. If they roll well, like higher rolls, more doses.
Okay.
So you're probably gonna get one unless both of them fail. If both of them succeed, however, you might get like a D4 doses instead of, we'll do a D4 plus 1 that way you wouldn't just get boned.
Okay.
Yeah. So of those, if you want to like take your blacksmithing as well as your medicine.
Well, then yeah, I give Reks a little bardic inspiration.
Hey!
I believe in you.
yum, yum,
believe
yum.
in the me that believes in you.
Here,
Do this together?
I'm
Oh,
pulling
I
this
can
up.
do
I'm pulling
that.
this up for you right now, Drew, because ability checks that you make using tools
Right.
of your craft. It didn't actually answer me that at all.
well, if I just have my proficiency bonus,
Yeah, let's just do that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's whatever I roll plus 4.
I'm all right.
Let's go.
All right, yeah. DC 10 for you, DC 15 for you.
All right, you ready, buddy?
Ready.
All right. Oh, that's not good. That's a 3.
Oh.
That's a 19.
Nice.
Okay, come on.
I bought that ballista. If we can get like a sleepy ballista.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
A sleepy ballista.
Then the
Sleepy
default,
time.
we'll say-
Sleepy time ballista.
Save it. Well, you
I got
actually
it.
get a D10. Yeah, 1d10
Yeah, I'll save.
gains inspiration die. Yeah, for 1d10.
Hot dog.
Yeah, that'll be helpful later. Don't worry. It's lovely.
I was gonna say. Oh no, I would
Only do
need a
one at a
10
time.
to pass. Or roughly around.
Everything's fine.
Oh
Easy,
my god. Oh
easy.
my
You
god.
roll a 3? Yeah, if you roll hot, you could get it. Right? 'Cause
With a
you have
bardic
3.
inspiration.
plus
Yeah,
four,
because 3
7.
plus it would be 7, so I'd have to
You need like an
roll
8.
an 8,
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
or 10.
Are you being a generous DM and allowing me to do 2 things at once?
2 inspirations. Not on the same person, but do you have your inspiration?
No, I
No,
don't.
but I'll give him one.
Jesus.
Good job!
You gotta warn me.
You never know what inspiration.
If you want to roll with advantage, we roll another D20, but it would cost your
1d10.
your
I'm
epic.
behind the firing lines. I can see like.
Yeah.
All right, so I get to roll. So I get to roll a D10.
There's a coin, right? Somebody has a coin.
She gave a bard of
Yeah, that's the. You don't need to do 2 of them though, just the one. Because but you would have to use that if you want
That's-
to have advantage on. I'm sorry, I thought that's what you.
That's fine.
And then give me back my bardic inspiration.
You got to toss some goose back.
Give me back my stuff!
Give me back my
All right, so you still have bardic inspiration, but you would get to roll that with advantage.
Thanks.
Okay, so I get to roll it again. Fuck. 5.
5. So.
God
plus
damn.
5, right?
Plus, well, my proficiency is plus 4.
Okay, so plus 4, so 9. You would need a 6 or better on your bardic inspiration.
All right, now you can
Yeah.
have it.
Oh my god!
Well, you had 1, right?
I didn't see where it went.
I thought he already had 1. My bad. It went way over there. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I was like, I did not see
just
for a
gave it to
second.
him.
So I need a hot
Okay.
D10.
Yeah, so it only costs 1 though. I just want to make sure you're not using
Oh, thanks.
it. You need a 6 or better.
Oh, that's a 10.
Let's get loud.
All right,
Let's
so
get
here.
loud.
Boom.
Like a hockey
Oh,
game.
good.
Not bad.
I've got to give you that, though.
Oh, yeah.
I got to make. Ah,
Very good.
it's right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
All right, so I ended up rolling a 2, so 2 plus 1, you get 3 doses of a weaponized form of this. It could be split up amongst you, like 3 of you could coat your weapons with it, or one person could have 3 coatings on it. You do see that it's like
me.
the save effect of
Just
it. Like it would
code
get
you.
an opportunity if it was in the midst of battle to like save against it. Whereas if it's not enraged already, like the burning of the sack, you can kind of set the trap with that. But during combat, it would get a save to not just fall right asleep in the middle of battle. But you have 3 uses of it, so it's like 3 chances to put it to sleep.
That's pretty good. That's classic Monster Hunter stuff right there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna split it between you guys?
I don't have any weapons. Don't look at me.
I don't use physical weapons much.
Mine's just blunt. I got a crossbow, but something about a ballista? Can we?
Yeah. You
Really,
see,
let's just load up the three doses on that,
Load
and
it
then
you see, kind of turning around and gesturing to it. It's like, yes, we could make use of this if we know the location where we'll be firing from.
right.
Who's got the best aim?
You see, kind of like points back, and you see the one that has the big helmet, the female. Vio steps
Vio.
forward. She's like,
Vio.
she's like, if I do not need to send out the ice, I could aim. You see, she kind of picks up, you see her blue glowing eyes, that weird ice helmet that she wears. There's all these like strange, like tubey connections that connect to the armor. You see, she kind of moves somewhat robotically as she sets about. She's like, yes. If we find the spot for the ambush, I can set it there. Or do you want me to, like, if you're going for like a second location, do you want to do that?
I'd say keep it contained as small of an area, little movement as possible. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be in character.
Right, then.
Oh my god, did we
I saw that,
This
Dan.
is a no accent case.
Toss your coin. We're all fine. You don't have a coin to go through your fingers now, so you're just like, oh wow.
I missed my coin. I can't spin it anymore. But yeah, as long as we can keep it confined in a small area, the more damage we can do in that one spot instead of trying to move it away to another place. There's more things that can go wrong. So from a tactical standpoint, it makes the most sense to just have one location to put as much damage to it as we possibly can.
So
it's quicker too, right? We're not looking for 2 places, we're just looking for 1.
Yeah,
you see, as
the perfect spot, as it were.
yeah. Basically, the way this will work is each round of initiative. I'm just like giving you the mechanical advantages of this decision. So VO will set up on this ice ballista at this location where you're setting this sleep trap. She will get herself in an advantageous position. And at the beginning, or not the beginning, we would have to make a signal. Somebody would have to signal her, but whoever that person is, we would choose now, and she would go right after your turn in initiative, which you don't know yet.
Right.
So just to, keep it a little where it's not super like, oh, she goes first and then blah, blah, blah. It's like there will be the effect of this avalanche down on the tail.
Right, exactly. I was going to say, we want to make sure that the tail is taken care of first and foremost before.
So perhaps, perhaps you should give the signal.
I was gonna suggest.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility, man.
And you're ready for it.
You got it.
You've got it. I gave you a bardic inspiration already, but the words still.
It's all right. You're right.
Shake around like
I can do this.
sloppy Froly.
You got it.
Oh, well, if Crowley says I
mad
can do it, then
Right.
absolutely.
You see, they have
you
one
have a good
too.
plan.
They're like, oh, we have a guy we also shackled up and used to puppet scenes. All right. So those 3, you want to use all 3 uses on that. Is that correct?
I mean,
On that item, yeah.
yeah, it seems like the most.
And it can be like, you can, again, if you're signaling it, you can choose when to or not to use it. She can
Right.
still fire a ballista, but when you guys want the charged shots, there needs
Like
to be
our tranquilizer gun sniper. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Post it up in the tree. It was a boomafoo.
Oh, yes.
That's how you know. That's how you know. If somebody swoons at that, you're like, you got a good heart.
You got a good
The
heart.
sleeping lemur that I loved so much.
Sleepy lemur.
All right. So, again, as you guys kind of sit around this campfire, prepared to do something somewhat crazy. You see
a little
Skith
crazy.
is looking over, and Zix finally stops and he turns and he's like, I look forward to this trial. His eyes kind of like piercingly look at each of you guys, the shining on these like kind of like tiger stripes on his face. I shall find the location. Of this you have my word. He turns away and it's just like a puff of like cold air. You just see these blue lights kind of disappearing down this cave.
That was cool.
Slick.
All right, so his attempt is to set the trap. The location is somewhere that has stalactites and is tight. Like how tight do you want it? If this is a 50, if when this creature comes up, we'll say it would probably take up like a 4x4 square. So it's like, you probably want it at least bigger than 16 feet if you want to also move around in that space.
Right.
But yeah, again, like I said, this is kind of like a rare opportunity that you guys have kind of gathered enough intel to somewhat pick your scenario. It's not going to be exactly what you want, but what would you be telling him to look for?
I'd say maybe like 30 feet. Well,
I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 20. Yeah, 20 feet. Yes, exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 16.
Yeah, you said 16.
So 30 feet,
about,
you kind
about
of
double
want.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's still.
It would still give us
give us
enough
space.
kind of maneuvering room and whatnot. Oh shit moments if it happens. We got room to do something.
Yeah.
All right, and then Skiff will be freezing the earth to trap it in place. So how do you want that mechanic is basically to activate the frozen stalactites, right? Is to drop those down to try to incapacitate the tail somewhere.
Pin the tail.
Pin the tail. Cool.
In the tail.
All right. You guys are kind of going over this plan for a little while, and you can see as you sit that Skiff Nara is interacting with you as the other two immediately get to and go about their tasks. You see Vio just kind of sitting over in the corner nearest her own tent, somewhat staring off like straight away, but doing things with her hands. This kind of cold aura dripping off of her body. You see that she has this giant, frozen great bow, kind of slung over by her camp. She seems to be the dexterous one of the group. And Zix himself is already long gone, scouting out this location that you seek. And Skiff and you are kind of sitting around the fire. You see she's like throwing some animals, onto the fire, offered you them as food. Some of the delicious herbs and vegetables from the region, the small cold potatoes that they pull from mountain crags, and offers you basically a camp setting for to set before you.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
This is kind of like a moment that would have an impact for Abby's character. So I'm going to let her factor in on this decision. So that is also going to be factored into the plan, but you guys won't know what that is.
Sneaky.
Pretty sneaky selves.
Okay. So at this point, you kind of see your plan drawn out in front of you roughly in the snow. It's this find yourself a network area where you can get with these dimensions that you want, lure the creature there. Now that right now is seemingly part of the problem. It's like we have the way to pacify it when it gets there, perhaps again and again and again.
But how do you get it there?
But how do you get it to that spot?
That's the problem.
Oh, you
Fate.
just
Stink
make
sacks.
Fate.
You see quickly, like Skiff pulls her blade out, and this frozen air wraps around it, sealing the smell inside. Oh, none of it is near. All
So they know we got him. Look.
Sheathes it back. Okay.
If we had given that to the Slick Zix over there,
You would not want such rough frozen hands as his. This requires nimble fingers. You must go. Set the trap. Place the smell. Be gone. But do not alert the Nurple. Son of a bitch, you had the name of that. The Nurple. If you will do this, I think we have a plan.
It's not bad.
Yeah. We'll do it.
thank you for helping us. Sometimes the helping community needs help too.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you want to sign up? We have the. We'll get it later.
She's like, a little piece of ice.
So no.
That's
do I thaw this out? Like,
all right.
okay, so how do you guys want to do that? That is basically what is set before you right now. These cave tunnels are set out. We'll say that that Zix has come back, and I have found a place matching nearly the description. We say stalactites on the ceiling, 40 feet wide.
Ooh.
Okay.
What it should do. Is it time to bait the trap? And Sylvia's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Time
Do
to
it.
Let's go.
Set the trap.
Well, we're still in their camp, right? Skid's
Yes.
camp. At least in the ground, I want to draw out the lily, the new constellation.
Yes.
I want to mark this place with that. For reasons?
Oh, who knows?
For reasons TBD. All right, yes, you see the new constellation forged by you guys. Echoes in the snow. Do you want to like etch it in the stone or put it in the snow?
There's a snow I can etch it into?
Yeah. There's like frozen icy.
there's always a snow,
caves,
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Etch that
I
snow,
was
bro.
born with all the rocks.
There's always a snow, bro.
Yeah,
I can just etch etch
Awesome.
that symbol.
You see as you kind of like finalize it, it glows with a magical sheen for a moment. It's as if those of that share the Minecraft. I didn't mean to say Minecraft. But it's,
Wow.
but it's like you feel like
Not a
almost like
sponsor.
a druid symbol or a rogue's cant. Like people of the cave systems would know that. You almost feel like Durga would be like, "Oh no, that's not." Oh shit, that's not. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Remember, light that torch if you need me. You still also have that as an asset at your disposal.
Yeah.
What kind of torch is that?
It's the one that Durgon.
Durga?
And if we light it, he'll be able to find us.
Yeah,
Okay.
find our smoke
Our
signals,
campground or whatever.
essentially,
All right.
Yeah, if you want to factor that in, like into any of these steps, or if you just want to like try to call upon him in the battle instance, he would function similarly, like what we've done with Via, where there would be like some kind of mechanic.
Addition to the
Again, it's like we're a big party, so I don't like to add a ton of initiatives to battle, but
Right.
this is like utilizing storyline advantages to kind of like facilitate a big.
Yeah. This is
Because again,
this is
to
the
be
war
fair,
room.
it is my job as a DM to it's like this is a very high level
War room.
creature, and so it's like it will take environmental usage. It will take
That's what I mean,
control
like,
and
yeah.
the dice will still have some say
That's
in
what-
a lot of this.
We could plan all of this, and the dice could just take it away like that.
So it's like our Ocean's 12.
Yeah, I mean, let's get our what's the grease man? Let's get our grease
Let's
man.
get your greaser. So yeah, is that basically as set? The step would be setting about this smell, these smell sacks that would draw her to the smell of her slaughtered child. When she arrives, she's a monster again. I know it's tough, but it's I know. That's why it's hard.
I could also cast fairy fire in that little area.
That gives us advantage on attacks.
Yeah, if it fails to save, advantage on attacks against.
Right.
That's great. Yeah, Gil. Yeah.
And then Gil goes back to being like, "Burp, burp, burp, burp." Not paying attention, yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking
So
with Sylvia.
what-
Gil and
what-
Syl just smoking the
What
whole
does
time.
Durgo bring to the table, though? If we invite his.
his again, it's like his knowledge of the
Underdark,
cave
yeah.
systems. I mean, that would be like we didn't really talk about this kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that would be TBD.
Okay.
You know he'll help. You don't really know how.
Yeah. And
Well,
we,
he's a homie,
We
yeah.
dropped the hint that he might be helping us with a giant worm, so he knows. And I think it's fine. I think
and now
having
that,
that in
now
our
that we got
back
the
pocket's a good
Icebourn
idea.
on our side.
Yeah. So I think that we should start laying this trap out. Let's get this in motion because we are running out of time.
All right.
Yeah.
You see Skith with that raises her hand, and the fire just blows out. It's not that impressive. It's a cantrip, but the fire goes out. Packs up her little bag, and you see they prepare to leave their camp. They just pull it tightly
Shit,
against
they
the
didn't know
cave
it was a
wall and kind of
cantrip.
strap it all down. You see Skith is exceedingly focused. You can see that the cold that auras off of her body is getting stronger and stronger, like she's calling upon the ice around her to prepare her for the moment to come. You see she looks at you all like, I will be ready. So with that, I'm gonna need some stealth checks. All right, so there are 4 of you, okay? 2 passes is all we need to get you to the spot of the ambush without setting off any issues. Just 2 passes. The DC on this, because again you are in the domain of this creature, is going to be high. It'll be a 20.
Okay.
So, but all 4 of you get a chance. Any modifiers, if you guys want bardic inspiration or any of the stuff that you have that makes you better at skills or give advantage on skills, all of that is at your reach. But we'll just see if transferring this to the spot of this trap is going to work as planned.
All right.
I would like to
We
cast.
just roll.
I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace. I know I don't know the spell, but
All right, hey, that's fair. She's got it, I think. I'm gonna check. She's like, hey, yeah, we should do it. I'm gonna be fair because I just said that's what we're doing with this new.
I know I don't know the spell, but I want to
don't
cast
care
it
if she
anyway.
does. Here we go. Let's see if she's got it. Pass without trace.
Good luck.
I think all druids. I think it just comes with being a druid. Pass without trace, 3rd level spell. All right, you can do it.
Holy shit.
She's like, did you say what? Okay, fine.
Yeah, I got you. You see you start passing, but there's no trace.
Nice.
No, that gives you a +10 to dex saves. To dex stealth. And you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So still do the.
Yeah, but everybody will get a +10 to it because it hits the whole party. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's pretty
Plus
crazy.
10 to what we already have a plus
Yeah.
2. Okay.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace is a really good spell.
Jesus.
Okay.
So I got a 27 with a +10.
Okay.
I got a 12.
29.
Landed a flat 20.
All right.
Did it!
So you
29,
guys
just
managed
do it
to
around.
make your way. You see, you kind of like after the camp is set, you turn yourself back down to these caves that twist through the earth in front of you. You see this Swiss cheese of holes punched through by creatures of various size. Some as large as 15 feet wide, some as small as 10, some as gaping as 30. It's
Damn.
but all the earth around them is fresh. And you notice that, like, even in juxtaposition to the frozen walls around you, this earth does not cool. You see, almost there's like a small steam that comes off of it, as if the power of Earth is too strong within this moved Earth to like push back against the ice. So you guys, kind of channeling through these networks, following the larger whole. You see, Zix is leading the way in front of you, his blue eyes almost like illuminating the areas before you. You see, finally, he holds his fingers up and he points. You see the chamber in front of you, the stalactites on the ceiling. You feel that kind of cold, whirring blade as the Icebourn attempt to prepare to help you. This sudden shift in the grounds around you makes all of you jump. The trembling movement of this Purple Nurple, the purple worm, the mother of the adolescent that you guys slayed.
What?
A shift in the earth. You see a couple rocks tumble down from the walls. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time, guys.
There's no way. No, that's so early.
Tease
No,
with
you
the
guys.
Nurple.
See, yeah, that's the set, and then there we go. Okay, so holy crap. So there's a little one thing. We will be taking a break next week. We have been really doing a lot of really great work on a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of exciting things to pop into. We are going to be down Nicole next week. I also we've got a lot of projects running right now, and so just to be fair, it was an easy week for us to be maybe we just wait a week. Also, I want to have Abby here with us. It'll be all of you guys. We'll get to play out this plan, and as D&D goes, the dice will decide some steps along the way. You'll all have once the thing happens, it'll be more of an encounter than anything else. So all of your resources are still at you can use anything you've got. And we are going to. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop. You did it right. You put the right song on, and then I turned it off. So, guys, we will be. We're gonna take 1 week off here. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We were getting close to my birthday. Getting old. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Thanks to the incredible people who do all they do. Stephanie absolutely crushing it, just handling all of these new elements as we bring them in. Cast crushing it. I'm excited. These are there's an old joke in D&D. It's like D&D is making a bunch of spending a bunch of time making a plan and then just nothing going that way. But not necessarily. That's where the dice come into play. That's where I love this concept. Also, because we have a little time off, I'm gonna let you guys do what we would allow you to do if we were playing normal D&D, not in a show or whatever. Feel free to hey, what might be Durgo's still kind of an X factor. We can adjust anything. If you guys are
I'm thinking about waking up Broly.
You're coming up against a big, big, big challenge, and it'll be the next time that we gather. So I'm freaking excited, guys. You're all amazing. I love you to death. Thanks to all the buds for still hanging with us here. Everybody that brought people our way. Thanks to my incredible players, everybody at this table. It makes my week to see you every week. Thanks to Steph, thanks to Munge, thanks to all these incredible artists that do so much for us, guys. We're gonna raid out of this after we're done, but in the meantime, we got us a little ritual we like to do around here. Good. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter, it's still the black one. They almost never make it through the whole show, and this one did too. It's true. Make sure you're not gonna light any of your friends, family, or household purple worms or pets on fire. And go! Light us up. Ooh, thank you guys so much.
Got it.
For playing D&D with us.
Guys, we got a big episode coming at you next time, and I cannot wait to show you some of the stuff that's going to be involved. I love you guys. Do something. Love yourself. Make something creative. Play with your friends.
Love yourself.
And hang around for the raid. Night, Sam. Night, Detective Samuel.
Night, Detective Samuel.
Join us. 2. And Nicole is not a murderer. We think.
So what? You can't touch me, 'cause I'm from the internet.